the final word. The final word. Again. God damn, boy. We serious. Man. And we got the this almost like DC Universe on top.
Right. It's almost there. We forming like Voltron. We about to get it though, man. You know what I'm saying? We had talked about Boss taking a break, but y'all ain't no off days shit.
Man, ain't no off days. It's stuff too important. I ain't gonna lie, I was very urgent based on the coaching vacancy. But that's been handled. Candy, what's up?
The final word.
So she must be having some issues with her sound. But yeah, so we obviously got some lot to talk about. Yeah, I can hear you now. What's up, Candy?
Hey guys. Sorry about that. Mic was off.
No, it's all good. Sure, because we usually do that boss candy today, but it's a final word, man. With just obviously the aftermath from the Green Bay L is just kind of like gotten a lot of us ready to have some real deeper conversation. So we doing that. So first, how you feeling?
A little defeated. Better than I was game day, but I'm excited to join y'all tonight and get in on this conversation about the future of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, because the future is already starting to shake out, you know, so that's obviously something I can't wait till we talk about. I kind of got that feeling like, and Tuck, I know you're going to understand me when I say this, it's like draft day when you don't get your pick.
I feel you.
You feel me? But because I've been through so many drafts, I'm gonna be mature. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm gonna be mature. You gotta accept the pick and you gotta go with your pick and back your pick. That's what it is, you know.
Well, once again, you know, your boy Jay Tuck was trying to prep Cowboys Nation this morning about this because I kind of knew something behind the scenes, but you know, ain't no way. I'm like, all right, so here we go.
Here we go. Yeah. So now I can't wait till we talk about that because that's interesting because now we get to have a more fruitful discussion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Candy, we get to have a conversation on how to make sure that what happened with Green Bay doesn't repeat. So
right.
So you know we go just switch gears. We stay in solution mode always anyway. So
That's what we do best.
That's what we do best. Yeah, man.
I like solution mode.
Oh no, that's all we do. That's all of us do, man. We the best team on that. I really mean that. So anyway, man, I'm excited about this show. Obviously, we ready to freestyle it with the breaking news of what just been announced. We gonna talk about how it all came together and what the clues was, because to me, it's also a lot to learn in the off season. I think you learn how your team moves, and the more you know about how your team moves, the better I think you fan better. Straight up.
Right. And it also, I also say this, it does take some of the emotion out of it, you know what I'm saying? Because we're not caught so blind by it. You know what I'm saying? We're not blindsided by it. So,
what you mean? What you mean?
I mean, with the work that we do, you know what I'm saying? We don't have the same emotional impact as a regular fan who didn't see nothing coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
well said, Tuck. Yeah. Well said. Facts. Yup. Yeah. It takes away that that emotion to it, man. It really does. It really does, man. Great observation on that, bro. All right, so y'all already know. We gotta come down that tunnel. Here we go. Here we go.
I just wanna run it up. Can we check or something? I've been really in the field, let up, yeah.
That boy Law in the building.
I've been really in the field, let her rush, I love
he's saying he's on the road.
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to
well, get home, bro.
I just wanna run it up. Yeah.
We need you, Law. We need you, bro. We need you.
I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up. Lately I just wanna run it up.
Look, Tuck.
Need the ones, I need them fives. Need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. it's all the same. I still say and roll my chains. Take some losses when I play. Charge it to
Short
the
dog, I feel
I'm
you.
with L, yeah, I'm with T,
I
like
said
I'm
the
with
same
Raven now.
thing.
I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck
Man,
now.
that Henry
Still
Go
the
don't
same,
hit
I
the
switch
same.
your size, now it's about loyalty. You switch size off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Oh, we got Big in the building, man.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Big? My dog in the building, man. I gotta build you back into the show, bruh. I ain't had you built in. I'm gonna build you back.
Back in, that is fine.
I got you. We can hear you though.
It's okay. You don't gotta see my face right now. You can hear me. You can hear me in the building. Big game. What's up, Candy? What's up, Boss Cowboys? What's up, my dog, J Tuck?
What's up with it? All right, so obviously we got the news of Mike McCarthy. We always kick it off with the elder, the OG, the guy with over 40,000 people following him over multiple platforms and channels, the guy who's one of the originators in the space, the Mr. Speak His Mind, and the person that everybody is now has one heartbeat with in terms of anger. It's popular to be mad now, Big. See, it's popular to be mad now, Big. So first we got to hear about you with this Mike McCarthy, dog. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it kicked in.
Okay. I just caught heat my last show, but I'm gonna probably catch it again. I don't care. I seen this thing happen with Jason Garrett in 2018 when after we were like 3-5, we got Amari Cooper. We went on that run, went to the playoffs, beat Seattle, and then we went against the Rams. Remember, Chris Richard was the hot guy. Was he going to get a head coaching job? He was the hot man. The defense was looking good, and the Rams ran through us, stomped us, ran all over us. You didn't hear about Chris Richard no more. Jason Garrett had the lame duck status. He coached the next year. We missed the playoffs. He got fired, and Mike McCarthy came in. This looks eerily similar to me, 3 straight 12-win seasons. It's hard to replicate that, and after you just had that devastating loss, I'm sorry, y'all. I feel regression. I feel like this is going to be a down year. They're going to regress. Not going to, I think, more 8 to 10 wins. Possibly, may not make the playoffs. You're going to get fired, possibly, in my opinion, Mike McCarthy after this year. That's just my opinion on it.
Yeah. I mean, what is it based on?
Based on just what I said, you had 3 straight years of 12-5. These 12-5 seasons took a lot out of the Cowboys and the players, and the heartbreak that we had in 2021, 2022, and now this one was devastating. You have these 3 straight kind of playoff losses in this fashion, and all of a sudden you're going to come back one more year and have another good season, and then no, I'm sorry, I don't believe that. That's not the way the football gods work, in my opinion. So I don't see us going higher. I feel us taking a step back now.
So let's go around the circle. Candy, how do you feel about the news of Mike McCarthy?
I agree with Big Game James on that. I feel like if any of those 3 seasons, this was the best chance that we had to go to the Super Bowl. Not only did we see it, but I feel like a lot of the media that we've been trying to get to see it, everyone saw it, and that potential was just blown. I don't know how much better it could have gotten for us. So I do see an eventual decline and Mike McCarthy gone after this season, and probably a few other changes I'm not going to talk about, but definitely gone after this season.
Oh my God, Candy, what happened to you?
I know, I'm a big optimist, but
I love to keep it real, Candy. Though I love this one though.
You can't fight what you see, and it's inexcusable.
I love it. Everybody just keeping it real, but it's all right. So we got CFT. He getting his camera straight. Tuck, Yeah, man, my camera doing his own thing.
Yeah, hopefully I ain't gonna say I ain't talked to Rome since the news broke, man. But I'm kind of feeling like Floyd, because I'm gonna have to box all of y'all by myself, man. Y'all tripping, bro. y'all tripping.
Y'all tripping. No, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping.
Start the fight, damn it! I want to see it. Let's go.
Go ahead, fall for it, Tuck. Go ahead, fall for it.
3-12, 5 seasons, bro. We acting real brand new.
That's not brand new.
Yes, we are. We used that. What did Meek Mill say? We used to pray for times like this.
Ooh.
We get opportunities. Now, did things happen like we wanted to happen? Absolutely not. But Mike McCarthy has come in 12-5 off 3 playoff appearances, 1 playoff win. Think about last year. You had Dak Prescott missing a multitude of different games. You lost Terrence Steele. You lost Tyron Smith, and still went to the playoffs and won on the road, something we haven't done since the 90s, never beat Tom Brady. Like, Mike McCarthy is starting to build a foundation. Now, a lot of people had a lot of question marks about him taking over the play calling. Me and Boss Cowboy were sitting here taking all the bullets about Mike McCarthy's offense. And then what happened? He turned things around, had one of the top producing offenses, managed the time of possession, put up points, did everything that he said he was going to do. Did he show up in the playoffs? Absolutely not. But, bro, 48 points. I was out there. They got the ball out the gate. They got the ball at the gate. What responsibility does Dan Quinn get, y'all?
You're right. I'm not moving away from that. And I'm not even saying I don't like McCarthy, dog. I'm not even saying I don't like McCarthy. It's just I feel like after you had these type of seasons, there's gonna be some regression, dog. Yeah, bring it back. There's gonna be some.
That's my dog. He back. He back.
We've seen this with other teams. We've seen this happen. You can't keep having devastating losses like this in these playoffs and don't think there's and you got a lot of free agents going on right here. It ain't like you're going to have the squad that you had back this past season. You're not going to have the same team you had last year. You have impending free agents. You have people that you're going to have to sign. You know, Micah and CD are up, but you got other little small free agent guys that what are you going to do with that? Your draft picks, things of that nature. All those things coming back, you've got to address those. And I just feel like with what we have going into the next year, you're going to see some regression because of everything that you went to these 3 years and the disappointment. It's bound to happen in my opinion. And I'm not saying I hate Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, I just think that the guys that you mentioned there were replaceable. I was planning on replacing them anyway. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about Tyron Smith and Tony Pollard and some of those guys. Are they going
to replace them though, big dog? They're going to keep him again.
Man, probably Tyron. You know what I'm saying? But
you know they're going to let him do the Sean Lee thing.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They probably will. But like I'm saying, for the most part, the core is in foundation. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have Dak Prescott, who's going to get the extension. So for all y'all who wanting to move on from Dak, you know what I'm saying? Spoiler alert, that's about to happen. You're gonna have Mike, you're gonna have CD, right? You got Jake Ferguson starting to emerge, you got your young Tyler Smith, so you got your young core, then you get Diggs back. You know what I'm saying? Now you got Deron Bland, then you get Overshawn back. Now we sprinkle a better draft class on top of that, and then maybe you make some more moves and be a little bit more aggressive in free agency. We are right back in contention. Look at the schedule for next year, y'all. It's light again. You know what I'm saying? It's light again. You know what I'm saying?
But we can't get hyped over that no more, J Tug. I can't get hyped over that because it's a light schedule. And because you're telling me there's more free agents out there we might get. Do we know just because they did it this past season they put a lot of their chips in the table? You know these Joneses, right? They pushed a lot of these chips in the tables this year.
They kept some chips in their back pocket.
They but they pushed a few out there, though. They pushed a few out there for Mike McCarthy. He pushed that agenda to get Kellen Moore out of here. And remember, boss, I said last year on this show, 1 year ago, I said, boss, when Kellen Moore is gone and it's just Dak and Mike McCarthy this year, there ain't no excuses. And what did you tell me?
I don't remember.
Yeah, you did. He said, nope, ain't going to be no excuses. I'll bring that video back. He said, and I'm not busting you out. I'm not busting you out, boss. I'm not.
I stand with it, too. Because, you know, it ain't no excuse.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But we all agree that this is the first year we're really getting Mike McCarthy under full control, right?
But he playing scary, no, dog. He shouldn't have did that. That's 3 years, fam.
But he's a veteran. I don't understand.
Hold on, let me wait before y'all fight. Before y'all continue this fight, because I'm liking the fight. I'm loving the fight. We got CFT up in here. We never even introduced CFT yet, so let me play this as a small segue. and then we go get my boy here. Listen to this.
I was getting ready to say what you just said about Mike McCarthy and Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
A lot of people speculate that this is Mike McCarthy's last year. Do you feel this is last year in Dallas? If they don't
So this was from the offseason.
win something.
Oh, yeah.
No, it shouldn't be, though.
There you go.
Hold on. This is first year.
It shouldn't be if they let him run the offense.
There we go.
Man.
Y'all hear it.
But the team don't win. Guess who goes first? It's the head coach.
Yeah.
He goes first.
It show you life ain't fair, because to be honest, how can somebody have a OC that didn't believe in your philosophy, but now this is your last year, but
Right.
they put Kellen Moore with Mike McCarthy? I think they need to reclaim Mike McCarthy's time.
Yeah.
And start it over.
Start it over.
Start it over. It starts now.
Like, because they the ones that put Kellen Moore on him.
Right.
And he clearly said he wasn't a fan of option routes, and they kept running it.
Let's do it.
Your head coach not liking it.
No, McCarthy's the man. I got to give it to him. He's the guy.
That's good to hear, man. And I want all of y'all to know this is coming from somebody who got the play calls from Mike McCarthy. I'm going to look in your face and say it.
Okay, boss.
No, listen. I'm not even making a point with that. I'm also saying that this is the problem. Accountability.
Yeah.
Accountability is the problem. Like, for instance, we were saying that he was likely gone.
Eagles player down there.
Yeah, that was a mistake. I hit the wrong button. Y'all forgive me for that.
Can they change? Yeah, can change.
Let me do it again, bro. Let me do it again.
Yeah, well, hold you accountable. How else I gotta get that up out of here, bro.
What's going on, guys?
So this is a show where we had the enemy up in here, bro. Look, we got Joe Castro, Lord Brunson by y'all names and everything. My bag, bro.
The fact that Lord Brunson was in front of Jay Tuck
Hey, man, bro, I didn't mean to do that, bro. I promise you that wasn't on purpose, dog. But the whole point of that was it was showing that the offseason talk was what? If he don't get to the NFC Championship, he gone. You know? So we was actually making the case for him.
This is the thing. Who created that narrative?
That's a good point.
That's something I'm going to
point.
talk about this offseason. I'm tired of narratives being created by the same people that dislike us.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Tired of following those narratives.
Yeah.
Who in their right mind came out before the season? They said we was going to finish fourth.
Yeah.
And then somewhere in the middle of the season when we start cooking, it was here goes Super Bowl or bust again. Because in the beginning of the season, Vegas odds had us finishing fourth or third in the division.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I know we start cooking, so everybody get on the bandwagon.
Right.
But let's not act like the narratives don't get pushed just to push their agenda. That's it.
I felt
Mike McCarthy, that the NFC champion. If someone can find me an article or a source that said the Jones family said if he don't make it here, he gonna be fired, I shut up. But I ain't seen it. That narrative was pushed by all of those daytime shows, so they can have something to talk about in the offseason. Yeah, and it worked.
Walking us down a cliff. Good point. Yeah. I ain't gonna fight you when you hit bullseye, big dog.
But that ain't even. I do want to say this real quick because Tuck said he ain't talked to me about the joint. I am still on what I was on yesterday. I'm not mad about Mike McCarthy coming back because continuity wise, offensive wise, that's great. The offense is going to be great, but the culture of the team, something got to shift, and I don't know. Like I can see the offense coming back firing. Yeah, but sometimes I guess adversity will make you dig deep and grow. And last season, the offense had a whole lot of question marks on them. And we went to this season with the whole, this team is going to be carried by the defense. Now it didn't flip-flop because the whole question this whole offseason is going to be like, well, what's the defense going to do? We already know people going to hate on Dak. That's customary. That's
that come with it.
That ain't even like special no more. Of course you don't believe in Dak. I know.
Yeah, we know.
You know, I don't even think that moves Dak anymore. He's like, I know.
You're right.
But Micah Parsons, this is his first offseason going into the offseason where legitimate doubt and disrespect is being floated around. Like, what did you do? And I would love to see how, since he is the de facto leader because he's the most talented, what is the defense going to do? And are we going to have the same defensive coordinator? There's a lot of questions on that end now. You know,
and we're gonna talk about that tonight.
My energy has to shift to because it can't stay on McCarthy. That's done. That's a done deal.
I still want to put some energy on McCarthy.
But see,
no, I mean as far as the speculation on it be coming back.
Oh no, that's over.
Yeah, that's a wrap. So let's just focus on what we can do to be better, because he here. It's either you gonna tap out and say I ain't watching it all, or you're gonna find a way to hopefully make this thing work better than it did last year. What Big Game James is saying is true. I don't care if we go 10-7. I don't care if there's regression. Show me something in the playoffs. I don't even care about the 12-5 anymore. It kind of is messed up. But I want to just see, you know what this year should be called? The eye test year. I need to see things during the year that have nothing to do with stats or anything. It's eye test. I got to see something that makes
heart, finishing, discipline.
And not to cut you off, right? We're gonna have those. We're gonna have that opportunity. We're gonna have San Francisco. We're gonna have Detroit. We're gonna have Baltimore, right? We're gonna have those games where we can sit back and say, and that's how I felt with this year. When we had Buffalo and we failed that test, and we felt I knew it's like, bro, we're not ready. Like we didn't beat anyone where I could sit back and say, okay, this team is ready to really make a run. We had to sit back and just hope and pray.
And that's all to your point. The one game I thought I would have said was the eye test when we smoked the Eagles. Although that was a fun game, as we can see now, that ain't mean nothing because they
it did right.
Exactly. They was womp. They was fart. They was
right. So we was so what was our game?
Fight with wet paper towels. We was both in there thinking we was nice.
Right. Right.
We both wasn't nice.
Right. Because we look at Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we was up. But we let Detroit march all the way down the field in the final drive, score, and then get a 2-point conversion. We just got lucky. You know what I'm saying? So there was nothing definitive we can say.
That was 2 weeks in a row, too.
That this team, 2 weeks, they just did it versus the Dolphins as well. So there was nothing we could really hang our hat on this season. So hopefully next year that changes. And so, you know, there's a lot of things that need to change, I think, culture-wise, but ultimately I think Mike McCarthy bringing him back and giving him another opportunity because, like you just saw in that video Boss played, the players are also supportive of Mike McCarthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the players to come out and say this is the most comfortable I ever felt in his office, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're speaking highly about it.
So he put the Mini-Men video up.
I got some for everybody, man, because I think this is gonna be a fruitful exercise. Are y'all ready?
Let's get it.
We're ready.
Because I was gonna do this. I was preparing to fight my boy Big Game James, but we ain't even got to fight no more.
James ain't listening to us. James,
you was gonna lose that fight with Belichick.
Nobody knows now. Nobody knows now. Nobody knows.
You definitely was gonna lose that one. I have full ammunition ready for you.
Listen, I was preparing to fight you too. So we ain't got,
good.
And I know exactly where to hit you, man. I know exactly where to hit you, bro.
And
see, look how spicy you on me, bro. I'm still your friend, dog. Are we friends or what? Are we still friends up in this motherfucker?
I'm just tired of. It's always something else in Dallas, man. We just got nothing but excuses. Let's just keep it real. It's always something else. Oh well, guess what? Because before Jason Garrett was this. I'm now listen. I want y'all to hear me because I'm not throwing this on Dak, but it's always something that's always something. You get what I'm saying here in Dallas? It's something to make the something, and that's why the something didn't happen. It's always a buck of excuses here instead of it just really being what it is. You get what I'm saying? What it is these Jones still control everything up in this piece.
Right.
Y'all understand that?
But Big,
they are the ones.
Big, I got your back.
Okay, I want to.
But you're right.
But
I want to finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to finish first.
Go ahead.
I ain't gonna say nothing else.
No, keep talking Keep talking, bro. We need you, bro.
Because see, that brand, you heard Dez, right? And I didn't look at the whole interview, but you heard him pressing that brand again, right? And when I was one of the biggest things I was hearing was when he said Jerry came in, he said, "Now y'all know about this brand, y'all do right." So basically, you ain't got a voice. That's why when anybody has a voice up in here, they get gone. So what is that? So how are
you why didn't you want Belichick deal? Now we finna fight over this anyway. We gotta fight over this, bro. Cause who else was gonna have a voice, bro?
How would you think he's gonna do that just because you said we all thought that it was gonna happen with Parcells? Did that happen?
it happened more than these other meaty mouth coaches.
And what was he complaining about? And what was he complaining about? How Jerry was still meddling, how he was still in the business, and how he was still doing things like how he wanted. He was still going out there when Bill Parcells would say something, Jerry Jones would say something before him. Oh, he's going to start. And then Bill be like, man, he ain't doing that. Yeah, he was still doing it then. He's doing it with Mike McCarthy. He's doing it now. They're control freaks. Just like when we talking about with Will McClay, right? We just talked about Will McClay. When we say we don't go out there and get free agents, Will McClay don't have the power just to pick up the phone and say, come on over here and let's get this thing cracking. You know what he's got to do? Hey, Jerry, I got a couple of these players I want to get. What you think about it? Steven, well, let's wait. Let's see what it is. Oh, tomorrow? Okay, let's see. Oh, 2 hours later? Oh, there I got him. All right, okay, well, we'll worry about that later. We like our dudes anyway. Okay.
Man, I love you, B.
But this is a conversation that happened. So when y'all keep on telling me this one thing, I keep on seeing this other thing. So when I keep on hearing culture and how this stuff needs to change, no, it's not going to change that culture when you got that top head doing those things who's still the control freak over everything. That's the truth. And Belichick, when it came over here and changed nothing, because guess what? If y'all thought it was pressure with Mike McCarthy, what the hell pressure you think with Bill Belichick being here and he don't win?
Man, big.
And just like Big Game James said, though, right? Will McClay got to make that phone call up. And when they traded for Trey Lance, Jerry and Steven didn't call nobody. You know what I'm saying? They didn't talk to address nobody. Just traded a 4th round pick for Trey Lance and didn't call Will McClay. You know what I'm saying?
Man, hold on real quick, bro.
It's the difference, bro. Like, it's up top.
I want Big. I gotta talk to you, bro. You my dog. You my dog
you my
too.
Dog.
Now
you
listen.
My dog.
I think you might be misunderstanding why I wanted Bill Belichick, bro.
I know why you wanted him.
No, hear me out.
Okay.
First of all, I know your heartbeat, dog. I know what you bleed. Defense, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't trying to get you to drink no Kool-Aid at all.
That's never happening.
Right. You feel me? So I'm
Never.
saying I wanted to bring a guy in here that had a brand that was already built on where we're weak. We're weak on discipline, right? We have never played New England and said, hey, these guys are undisciplined. We've never said that. It didn't matter the talent level. Like, we all agree that Bill Belichick has fumbled on Jim, but none of us had said going into that New England game they're going to be flat. None of us said that they was going to be undisciplined. None of us. We all said, look out, this team would try to find a way to win. So anyway,
did you see what I said? Did you see what I sent you though, boss? Did you see what I sent you though, boss? I just wanted to say that thing I sent you when you were telling me about that. Remember what I told you when Bill Belichick left the Browns and he came over to the Patriots? What happened? Kraft gave him full control from day one.
Right.
So that's a big difference.
Yeah.
That ain't happening. I don't care how happy.
It shouldn't happen here. It shouldn't happen.
But what I'm saying is, you want a guy who goes out and is not great in drafts, so you still gonna have McClay thing. I don't know if that dynamic would work. And then you talking about he loved getting free agents, and that ain't gonna work because Dallas don't do that free agent type thing. And that's where Bill made his lifeline. And I don't care what you tell me, he without Tom Brady was 2-8. When Tom Brady left, Tom Brady kept.
Oh, we not gonna do that. We not gonna even do that, bro. We not gonna do that. No, we ain't gonna do it. We not gonna act like Tom Brady just made Belichick. We not gonna do that.
Well, we gonna say when he came over to the Patriots is when did Brady get there? About the same time he did.
No, the difference is this, because we know the details of this. We know the details of this. We know Brady was nothing but a game manager when they got their first 2 championships. They won those things on defense.
Was the AFC East good?
It ain't about that. I'm talking about the championships. Not that. Yeah, his road was easier. He dominated his road, but when he got to them playoffs, he also dominated there. So he was dominating everywhere. But anyway, I ain't gonna argue about somebody that ain't gonna happen. So let's get to the fruitful thing.
Whose decision was it to get rid of
say
Tom
something
Brady?
real quick.
That was Belichick.
Hold on real quick. Ron got something on his heart. Then we go get to
Nah, I just wanted to say this, man. We gotta stop acting like all them coaches wanted to come here.
Right.
At the end of the day, Bill Belichick and Vrabel, let's not act like they might not have made a call or two and they was like, I'm not coming there.
Right.
Like Jim Harbaugh probably laughed. Like, come on, y'all. Like, they know what we know. They know what the Joneses is about.
Right.
That's why Bill Belichick was meeting with the Falcons. He trying to go somewhere where you gonna have that control that Big is talking.
You
about.
right.
Control. Right.
So
man, y'all know I researched this
wrong.
greatly, bro. Bill Belichick wanted to be in Dallas. I'm certain.
Nah, dog. I don't know.
Listen, I did a 3-hour show on it, bro. I can show y'all
that
the
was the
evidence
case,
right now, bro. I can show you. I could completely prove it.
Because if that's the case, then Jerry should have stepped on out there and did that, but he didn't do it. They not doing it. I don't.
Yeah.
And to Rome's point, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be quiet. To Rome's point, everybody want to act like everybody want to run to Dallas. No, see, everybody ain't running
Players
to Dallas
don't
no
respect
more.
us neither.
And players don't respect Dallas. That's why they be talking that trash. And players don't, because see, we got this attitude like we still the Cowboys of old. The players still have it. Whether you believe it or not, they still have that little attitude that we are the Cowboys of old, and they can walk around and feel like, oh, we just walk around and say, yeah, we're going to beat you and it sounds good. But them other teams are taking it very personal. Whenever they play us, our team doesn't match that energy. We don't match that energy. And that is the problem. And that starts from the head coach on down. Your coaching supposed to already get you there, right? And then your leaders are supposed to do that. Our leaders don't do that when it's time to do it. So it's a lot of talk in Dallas. It sounds really good in Dallas, but when it comes down to really making it happen in the biggest moments, it doesn't. And that's a fundamental that starts from the top and it trickles down, and they follow right into it as well.
All right, here we go.
Agree.
Here we go. I got something for y'all. It's called Offense Win Championships. Y'all should like this exercise. Okay. So this is about your boy Mike McCarthy. All right, because he's now back. I was gonna do this with Belichick, so we're not gonna do that because he's not coming, right?
No, he's not.
So the first thing I was gonna talk about was the cons, right? Because if we can make these cons go away, it increase our chances of us winning it. Would y'all agree?
Yeah.
All right. So discipline has never been consistent in Dallas. So I think we need to start having some discussions on what can bring discipline onto a coach that we never saw it under his regime on a consistent basis, right? I would also say that he bent the knee on the our guys philosophy. Would y'all agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's bent the knee on that. So that means to a degree he is a puppet to a degree, right? And then allowed the under targeting of Amari. Then I would also say he's horrible at managing against momentum. Not just bad, horrible, right? So when it start getting away from him, he doesn't bring it back. Then his kids act out in big moments, right? 2021, what did we do against San Fran? All those penalties, y'all remember that? Similar to what we did Sunday, right? All the kids was acting out. Dak and CeeDee Lamb arguing in the second series. What in the hell was going on? You know what I mean? So it's like, to me, we got to attack these cons if we go increase our chances when we running it back. So then I also feel like there's no fear of Mike McCarthy. I know that they respect him, like him. He's a player's coach, but they don't fear him. The indication in that is based on the consistent lack of discipline, and it's consistent. So the pros, common sense is king. Open door policy. We witnessed that many times. We can say he's a quarterback whisperer, a closer. He closes out games well. A player's coach, low ego, media intelligence, political master in Dallas, proven staff. That's a big bonus. That's a huge bonus and a plus to Mike McCarthy that we can't.
Offensive side, proven staff.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm out on deep.
I like his defensive staff, some of it.
Hey man, the Quinn can go and get him another job. It's cool.
And then the Super Bowl winner. My goal with talking to the Final Word crew is to clean up the left side and strengthen the right side. I'm going to start with you, Tuck. Go to you, Candy. Let's talk about it.
All right. So what we're going to talk about this. The first one, the discipline has never been consistent in Dallas.
Whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah. Well, I just think, when it comes to the penalties, that's just been something they've been talking about for years. I mean, since he's got here, but I don't know how do you fix that at the NFL level. I mean, because if Tyler Smith is holding, you can't bench Tyler Smith. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think maybe it's just a coaching standpoint, but he's tried to do different things. I know he's brought in, different officials during practices and camp and all sorts of stuff. So when it comes to that type of discipline, I don't really see it on the offensive side. I see it more on the defensive side than I do on the offensive side. You know what I'm saying? I see the jumping off sides. I see the Sam Williams, you know what I'm saying? The hits and all that sorts of going on. It's just one of those things where, like, offensively, I mean, there's some types of, discipline things, but I don't know how you really fix that, a holding call on Tyler Smith or Tyron on the occasion. So I don't know.
I got some ideas on fixing that. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted Belichick. See, Belichick is a strict, disciplined person. And what he does is he uses everything from an accountability standpoint to also translate to the field. So that's why he's no nonsense on everything. And I think, and I'm being honest, I really feel, shout out to Foster King, man, in the building, man, real quick. I want to say that real quick, man. You killed the show yesterday also. So it's like I would want to see him show more. I would want to see him punish people like Sam Williams, right? Like, we know under Belichick, Sam Williams wouldn't be getting no tick. No, you're right. It would have been a public example made out of him, even though he was a second-round draft choice. So I think the things to fix discipline is the things we need to be looking at for coaching.
But the crazy thing, though, to Tuck's point, and that's what I'm seeing, is a lot of the disciplinary stuff that's been happening is not on the offensive side of the ball. It's mainly on defense, and sometimes it's bones. You know what I'm saying? The discipline, Mike McCarthy likes to let his generals do their thing. So he almost I feel like he's very hands-off on the defense. And maybe that's his problem.
Right.
But
I would agree. I would call it a problem.
Javon Curse and all of them guys, like, lining up offsides and the unnecessary roughness penalties and, getting too emotional, and some of that stuff should be reeled in by Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn is very, 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 he's like more X's and O's, but he's not even down on the sidelines. It's a disconnect with him and his players. What are you gonna do? Call down? Hey man, get Curse on the phone. Like, it's one of those things where I need some more hands on with our defense, because it's. I know y'all seen the stat earlier where it's a regression going on that end, where we've gotten slightly worse every year, and the magic didn't worn off. I don't see it no more. I'm done. But I know that's another discussion. I'm just saying, I feel like disciplinary wise, I feel like it's more on Quinn than it was on McCarthy wise, because Quinn runs the defense.
And I feel like when it comes to Dan Quinn, like, this man got damn near 80 head coaching job interviews. You know what I'm saying? So how much, I feel like you said, Ron, like Mike McCarthy, like, bro, you handle the defense. Like, that's why I brought you in to replace Mike Nolan, is to be able to run your defense the way that you've done. And when it works, it works. You know what I'm saying? But I just think when it comes to discipline, it's just situational. I don't see a situation where you could bench a Tyler Smith or bench a Tyron. You know what I'm saying? Like, the smaller players like a Sam Williams, that's easy. You know what I'm saying? You can bench Kelvin Joseph or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But the main guys who are messing up and throughout the core of the game, you really can't make an example out of. You know what I'm saying?
But my point is team discipline, because it's his team. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's the team. It's still under your umbrella, whether it's the offense or the defense. You know what I'm saying? And it's all under you. And it's been under you. We've been having issues with you. So what Rome said, do you delegate too much? Like Foots was saying that yesterday, like where he made, I'm finna call you 2 Foots, where he made a hell of a point that, like, Belichick also coached the hell out of his coaches. Everybody was accountable, not just his offense.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
And I think that goes a little bit to your point, boss, about the players not fearing McCarthy.
Yep.
If you can't discipline your players during the game, then they have to fear something. If I can't pull you out during the game, then you have to fear, some type of disciplinary action later on or possibly in the next game. So maybe the possible solution is having a coach that they do fear. Now, obviously, that's not going to happen right now. McCarthy's coming back. So I don't know exactly what the solution is, but more hands-on. I can't remember which one of you guys mentioned it, but more hands-on definitely. And Curse is one of the players that I was going to bring up for an example. We know that he does pull a lot of penalties. So what do you do in those situations? How do you stop a player who obviously knows, like, hey, you're getting unnecessary penalties for your game, and you're getting unnecessary penalties,
right?
And
over and over.
How do you get through to a player who seemingly is just going based off of emotion? You're dragging all of these penalties, pulling all of these penalties against the team, and it's just off of your emotion. It's not because you were going hard in the play. You're just playing emotional, and you're costing us yards in the game.
Yeah, I'm finna call Foots real quick. If that okay? Just real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right. Because he said he had something he wanted to add to the show. I'm calling you now, Foots.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Uh-oh.
The person...
No.
I was going to say, the only player I have ever seen Mike McCarthy show discipline to was Ridgeway. Remember when we kicked Ridgeway out the practice for throwing a punch?
That's what I'm saying, bro. You feel me, Tuck? Is that enough? His kids act up.
Yo.
All right, Foots, we got you.
Just, I don't want to hijack the show, fellas.
You good, bro?
What's up? What's up, boss? Man, shout out to y'all good, man. I don't know who can all hear me or
everybody can hear you.
Yeah, you good.
Well, I don't know if I can hear them.
You can't.
Okay, but let me just say this, bro. I'm utterly disgusted with the fan base, bro, and honestly, some of the players, because my problem is this, right? We talked about it for 2 hours last night about the coaching staff and, the devotion, honestly, to mediocrity. And as I slept with it and I sat on it, boss, I really thought about something.
Mm-hmm.
The players want McCarthy back because he doesn't push them. They're not disciplined. And so, like, you always like the cool teacher, but you remember your hardest teacher. Like, and it's so sad because I now see players tweeting, and to some people this don't mean nothing, but to me, I look at everything. So now players are tweeting. I've seen a few players tweet, "Oh, McCarthy's back, running back." I'm like, bro, y'all was just down 27-7 at halftime to a 9-8 team.
Bruh.
What are we doing? Let me ask you a question real quick, boss. And I know everybody's not Kobe. Do you think for 1 second after Kobe got his brains blown out in a game, he'd be on Twitter at all? Like, what are we doing? I know these kids, they're not built like that, but my point is, this is why we sorry. This is why at moments we shrink. It's awful. There's no way that I would even show my face after the performance. The whole team. Do my exit interview, figure out a way to get better, figure out a way to get more discipline. Shut up. Instead, it's
I see y'all at OTA.
Running back a meme of Mike McCarthy dancing. What are we doing? And like, my thing is, boss, the fans do deserve better. You deserve better.
I do.
The folks who cover this team deserve better. Like, and this is what I've all, and I'm gonna let it. My 2 minutes is almost up. My rant's almost up.
You good, bro?
No. This is my last point, and seriously, I've always said this. It's literally better. I'm telling you. Remember that I told you this. It's better to be, and people they won't understand this part. It's better to be 3 and whatever. It's better to be what the Texans were last year, where you can make wholesale changes, than to be 9-8, 7-9, 12-5, lose a playoff game, whatever those, what you know what I mean? That cycle. Because what happens is you'll keep saying, well, I can clean up some things. It's like you could take out some of the trash and then you could sweep some stuff under the microwave. Under the refrigerator. You get what I'm saying to you? You can take out a few things, but then you'll be able to sweep a couple things. You'll say, oh, well, the DC. It's at the top. And you have to literally have to come in and you got to remove the floor. You get what I'm saying to you, boss?
Man.
And the problem is that told me right there, I swear to God, boss, that told me right there, players coming out, oh man, Mike, let's run it back. How can you run this back? We just sat for an hour and said, yo, did we not just realize we were down 27-7 at halftime? Boss, were we all watching the same thing and just like 3 days later we forget? Come on.
Right.
20, everybody in the chat, just type 27-7. We were down 27-7 at halftime. I'm utterly embarrassed. I'm in the house by myself.
I'm still sick.
Embarrassed.
I'm still sick. I'm still sick, bro. Hey, Foots, you know how you put on a brave face, but you don't mean it?
Come on.
Yeah.
Like, what? How can you really come to Twitter as a player? I'm a fan. I follow the team. I do content. How can I come? I can't lie to the people who subscribe to me. I'm not built like that. I actually felt Tuck what he felt when he like, I can't give you guys fake content. I don't know how to do that.
Bruh.
Mm-hmm. So how can you do that as a player? You had the audacity to tweet, dog, you just lost 27-7. What are you doing? I told you that.
And there's people that
that's an indictment on Mike McCarthy to me.
Man, what are we talking about?
It shows the softness, and it seems like kids that act out. It's no fear.
I don't think it's Mike McCarthy, y'all. It's the organization.
Okay, hold on. Y'all can't hear each other, so let me do this. Foots, you already know you killed it, big dog. If you want to, if you listening to the show and you hear anything else,
shout out to everybody. I just wanted to just realize there was a point we were down 27-7 and 46-14 at home in the biggest game of the year. I'm done, boss. Much love to y'all, man.
Hey, Foots, y'all see where to find Foots the King. That's his channel. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe to the big homie. Appreciate it, Foots.
Yeah.
Man. Go ahead, Tuck.
I was gonna say I 1,000% agree with Foots, man, because it's like, why was my post game reaction more passionate than any of the damn players? You know what I'm saying? I was on about to, you know what I'm saying? I was out there because it hurt us that much. But I would say I don't think it's on McCarthy, y'all. I think it's the culture of the Dallas Cowboys. It's just
the culture is him, though, Tuck.
It was before that. Think about this, bro. We don't let no dogs in house. We don't let a guy like George Pickens that come in and throw a helmet that actually care about that.
Yeah. They're afraid of Pickens.
They're afraid of stuff like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's the culture, and going back to what you said with this brand, it's very corporate. And I know a lot of fans get upset at me. It was with the fan base. The fan base was soft on Sunday, bro. Like everybody was in there. You was there, Candace. Everybody was just sitting down, having a good old time, just ready to come and party and relax. And I was like, nah, bro, what are we doing? It's just this country club corporate environment, just come out there and have a good time. And that is the foundation that this whole Dallas Cowboys team has set. We don't have an identity as a fan base, as a culture. You know what I'm saying? We don't. And you hear so many players. I remember when I interviewed Cheeto when he went to the Bengals in the Super Bowl, he talked about the difference of being in Cincinnati. He says it's all work. I can just go there, do my job. We don't have the best of everything. It's like, and so many players say that when they leave in Dallas. It's this corporate golf clapping, blue collar, you know what I'm saying, white collar kind of culture that is set, and it just reeks into our players. They got Italian leather seats to go watch film in. They got, you know what I'm saying, they got all, it's just it doesn't breed toughness. Nothing about this team breeds toughness. So that's why the Green Bay Packers are able to come into AT&T as a neutral stadium and talk about punch us in the mouth and did exactly what they said they're going to do.
This is the thing, though. I'm sorry, Candy. I just want to say this thing right quick. This is the thing, though. Where is this changing? We keep saying this. Where is it? Just listening to this goes into what I've been saying. And if you say something to these players, and I've been watching the responses, me and you've been talking about this stuff with the players when they've been saying, I got time. Oh, yeah, I jumped right on that when they said they had time. I jumped right in that.
Go.
And
That's my boy.
I asked 2 good questions to Nashawn Wright and Rico Dowdell. I asked you 2 good football questions. I didn't get those answers. But you know what they did answer? They answered people who were hating on them and talking trash and saying illogical things. Don't answer them. You answering that hate. No, answer the real people that's asking you real questions. Y'all deflecting from them. You want to answer them crazy people that ain't got nothing to do, or somebody said, well, how you like playing with Dallas? Oh, it's been a great experience. No, we don't want to hear none of that. You said you had time today, so I want to give you some time today. Now answer these questions.
James.
Now, hold up, Ron. Hold up. Now
I'm on your side. I just wanted to say something.
No.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, because see, when we ask you players something, y'all get in your feelings. See, and you say you got time today, but then y'all want to get mad when we say stuff like on these shows and say, oh, we don't know football. Anytime somebody get critical of a player, we ain't played, so we don't know nothing. We had to have the play to be able to know something. I played a little bit and I coach, so I'm going to jump in that category. I don't know it all, but I can say something to y'all. But every time we talk to y'all get soft. I ain't going to call you soft, but y'all get sensitive. Tuck, you know what I'm talking about with a certain player who got sensitive as hell because you said something about him. He got all in his feelings. And they get in their feelings, then stay off Twitter. But no, coach let you stay on Twitter. Coach let you do what you want. And see, you players were saying the same thing about Jason Garrett when he left. We love Garrett. You know why? Because it was easy over there too. And now you got Mike McCarthy, and it's easy. It's not. Even though you work, Mike don't go hard on us. You feel me? Mike don't go hard on us.
He that good parent. Foot said it the best. Foot said it. Everybody like the cool teacher, but everybody remember that. Everybody remember that teacher.
But why are we? Listen, this is what the Joneses want. They want a coach like this.
Yes.
That's why they're not getting rid of him, because they want a coach who's soft.
But y'all, why are we just saying? Hold on, why are we just saying McCarthy's name? Why are we saying Dan?
Right, I want to circle back to
because he the head got Tuck.
Can we circle back really quick to what Tuck was saying about McCarthy?
Order in the court. Let me get order first. Let me get order. First, Rome was next. Rome was next.
Look, I was just saying this. It's crazy how
then you can. I'm sorry.
Ain't doing a lot of the contributing. No disrespect, but Rico Dowdell and Nashawn Wright and Wanye Thomas, y'all ain't play enough to be talking. Y'all could all be gone and we figure it out. Like, y'all need to really be quiet. And Kurtz be talking too. But my point is to Boss and the James, you know, I've been a fan of y'all's for a while. And what y'all used to say is you can't do nothing when they cut off your, you know what I'm saying, your manhood in the beginning.
Yep.
So it don't matter what he tried to be disciplinary with. When you could just go talk to the principal, it don't matter if the teacher's cool.
Right.
You could just go talk to Jerry or to Steven. It don't matter what Mike say. Get off Twitter. Jerry said I can get on Twitter, so I don't care what you talking about.
Right.
And
that's our problem.
They all know that ahead of time. That's why it keeps on happening.
Candy.
Facts. That's it. Facts.
I was gonna circle back to what Jay Tuck was saying. One, about the game being completely dead. He is not lying. From the beginning, something was off on the field and in the stadium. The fans were dead. I went to the game last year in Tampa. Way better energy there, but the fans were so dead in the stadium. The players weren't hype. I couldn't tell that it was a playoff game. It seemed like something was off from the very beginning. And going back to what he said about McCarthy, you can't blame McCarthy. I personally agree with that. These are grown men. You either have it or you don't. And like,
hell no!
Wait! I think Big Game James said that
You gotta blame Mike. Hell no, he the leader. He the man.
Let me finish. You can. These are grown men. Like, okay, blame McCarthy for his part in things, but a leader is a leader at the end of the day. No one has to come and tell you how to be a leader on the sideline. I saw, and maybe just from my side of the field, I saw nobody getting up and getting in other people's.
They never do.
Like, hey, we need to get it together. But like you said, they took all of the passionate players. They didn't want that. They didn't want the Dezes and sometimes, well, not so much Romo, but they didn't want those type of players getting hype on the sideline, getting pissed off on the sideline.
That's true.
We don't want coaches like that either.
Yep. We don't like coaches like that either.
Right.
I didn't see that at all on the sideline. And to me, that's a problem. Everybody's sitting on the sideline, chilling, just taking the L at home during a playoff game. It didn't look right. And I did not like that we had no passion on the sidelines. Everybody seemed to be okay with just sitting there taking that L. And then the last thing,
dang, what's up? What's going on? Spite on you or something? What's it?
No, I'm looking at my notes. I took notes.
Oh, okay. The way you wipe yourself like it was a bug or something. Like wait.
No, I would look down like, okay, my notes. But I think that.
So
was
you
my
didn't do that
last point.
smooth. That wasn't smooth. You got to get smooth with that.
No. Oh, okay. I got to get smooth with
Yeah, because it was kind of too obvious.
I'm so sorry. Excuse me. But back
Let
to
her
my
cook,
point,
man.
I don't think that you can blame.
I be hating on
McCarthy
Canada. Y'all know that, man.
I don't think that you can blame McCarthy for the lack of passion in the players, and I say that
I
because
blame the hell out of McCarthy for the lack of passion.
A leader, no. A leader.
No.
If you are a leader on the sidelines, you are a leader on the sidelines. No one has to. McCarthy shouldn't have to go and say, "Hey, you need to go get on your teammates. What's happening?" No, that shouldn't be you. You talk about dog all the time.
They
boy.
feed
Where's
off
the dog
him.
and the players?
They feed.
No,
I can't
boss.
rock
Because
No,
think
it's
about
either
this,
you
right? After Washington, remember Dak was like, "Oh, I'm not going to celebrate." You know, I'm after. Like they knew was at stake. What happened was, y'all really want to know what happened?
Tell them what happened. Go ahead, tell them.
What happened. Zoom my shit in right now.
Wait. Before you go, let me zoom you all the way in. I'm gonna put your name plate on there and everything. Let's go.
Yeah. See, what happened was, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened, Cowboys Nation. Everybody sat back and pumped this team up with this fairy tale that they can't be touched at home.
Yep.
They're 16-0 at home.
Yep.
And when they play at home, we can hear all the. Here we go. We can hear everything. And our offense is going to be clicking all cylinders because if you look at the analytics, they play much better at home. And they're a number 2 seed. And they got 2 home games. And Green Bay is so the players.
We ate the cheese.
Yeah, the players relaxed. They started setting up victory parties on Sunday night because they felt like, hey, Green Bay is coming in and we about to smoke these boys easily. And they were starting to look ahead of the next week's opponent and everything. And they got caught with their pants down. Now, could that be on Mike McCarthy? Yeah, I think that's on Mike McCarthy. But you have veterans in Zach Martin. You have Tyron Smith. You have Dak Prescott. You have DeMarcus Lawrence. Your leaders should have had this team reeled in, period. You know what I'm saying? So everyone gets a little piece of it. Everyone, we was at the event, right? We was at the event. West Coast asked them, do you guys want defense on the field first? They're like, nah, yeah, we want defense on the field first. When you got your opportunity on the coin flip, they drove it right down your throat.
You have an unnatural allegiance.
Here's the thing, though, Tuck.
Look at this.
Uh-oh.
I told y'all that boy was coming to the building.
Let me play it one more time.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like it.
Man, allegiance is an understatement, bro.
Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody, man. Hey, the Dallas Cowboys, man, this is culture.
Yep.
Right? I just got a phone with Jesse Holly, and he was talking about, hey, this is what it is, 53-man brand. You know, everybody got their own individual brand.
53-man brand.
Everybody's not willing to stand tall with each other. So that's the issue there. And unfortunately, that's been the issue with the Dallas Cowboys because they follow suit. Remember this, man. People say that you become the identity of your coach.
Yep.
Well, we became the identity of not our coach, but of Jerry Jones. We all of our players act like Jerry, right? You know, and when you start to think of it, Jerry is the true leader. He's the voice. And granted, I give you guys this. Mike McCarthy, he is a step up above, dare I say, Jason Garrett. And we can clearly see that. He's a better version than Jason Garrett. 12-5, 12-5, 12-5. That's a whole lot better than 8-8, 8-8. But we got a culture situation. Discipline. Right. You can't win when you're not disciplined. And it's not just with the penalties and the flags. It's like, do you have to shoot through a gap? Do you have foresight? Would you come down and field? Those things, that unflaggable discipline are issues. Sam Williams with all of those penalties, 6 of them, all on special teams. You don't mean to tell me nobody can sit him down? And even when we start talking about linebackers, I can say this. Sam Williams, Armstrong, Fowler, Law, we got edges. We know for sure that Parsons is heads and shoulders and beyond, light years ahead of Damone Clark. Why in the hell we would put a weak side linebacker at the mic? And we have another dude that's 205 pounds, Marquise Bell, playing safety, but he's a linebacker, you know? So it's crazy, man. That's discipline. You can't win with an undisciplined team. And like we all say, you can't pick a fight when everybody's doing bad. Your offense is doing bad. Your defense is doing bad. Your special team is doing bad. That goes under coaching.
It goes under Mike McCarthy.
You saw the more and more passion that we've seen in this past game that on this L was from a guy who coached in the 90s, Jimmy Johnson. He was the only one that giving us some juice. Everybody else had face longer than Shaq feet.
And that's why I say Mike McCarthy manages momentum horribly. He does. When the momentum is getting away, he's not an emotional leader. That is a part of your leadership trait that you should look for in a coach. You should look for a coach who has that style that people want to follow and that can stop the tidal wave. He doesn't have it. That's something hopefully we can talk about, maybe ways for him to get it. But if I'm looking at him and I'm diagnosing him right now, he does not have it.
Right.
Law, can I try to get to a solution real quick? I want to try to get to some good solutions that can make us, because I think we got a clue already, y'all. I want to go around the circle and talk about this.
Appreciate it, everybody.
Can you break down West Coast offense juxtaposed to when Dak Prescott was playing in the offense last year? Mike McCarthy said, I don't like those stop routes. I don't like those option routes. I don't like that. Can you break? And then they continue to do that. Something that he said he didn't like. So can you break it down?
Oh, yeah, you good.
That's fired.
Yeah, that's fired, boy.
I try to be, you know.
Hey, when I went to Green Bay, man, the thing I saw was McCarthy getting the ball out. He got the ball out. So the West Coast offense is very intriguing to me. They do their thing. And guess what? You got to be very smart at that quarterback.
Okay.
One thing Aaron Rodgers is very smart.
Oh, yeah, he's smart now.
And we didn't touch the field often. We were more classroom settings.
Oh.
So we done a walkthrough, prepare for another walkthrough.
Okay.
And then we touch the field.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's what McCarthy brings to it, and that West Coast offense. But Dak's got to do more audibles. He's got to audible things. When he see a linebacker doing something, he's got to replace the ball with the linebacker. And that's what Aaron Rodgers did.
Man, my goodness, man. There's some gems right here, Jermichael Friendly, man.
So, Jermichael, now, when Mike McCarthy got here, I said that Zeke Elliott's probably going to suffer the most under Mike McCarthy because I felt like McCarthy was a passing coach instead of a running coach. Is that kind of true? Was I off a little bit there, or how do you?
He's not a running coach.
He's not. So I thought Zeke was going to suffer.
No, he didn't. But at the end of the day, when I played for the Green Bay Packers, we had 6 guys that were #1 receivers.
Let me rewind that. We go talk about that.
But at the end of the day, when I played for the Green Bay Packers, we had 6 guys that were #1 receivers.
All right, so I wanna talk about solutions. I'm gonna start with you, Candy. Go to big. We go go around a circle. So I'm talking about how to help Mike McCarthy, right? Because we can complain about Mike McCarthy, but he's our coach now. One of the ways that they won the Super Bowl, Candy, is he said we had 6 #1s. So if we go talk about a solution, I think you gotta even put more around that.
Yeah. I would agree with what you just said. I felt like we had weapons going into this season And you and I talked about this a lot during the season. We didn't equip the team with enough weapons, like linebacker. Just mentioned how, we had Bell where he shouldn't have been on the field. I feel like getting Mike McCarthy to be more successful is equipping him and Dak with the weapons that we need on the field. If that's adding more wide receivers, then cool. But I don't know if that's going to happen. If we got rid of Amari Cooper, who was an excellent route runner, what more could we do in terms of wide receiver?
No, I think we need to.
What more do you want from me?
I'm just a button guy, but keep going.
Especially because when CeeDee Lamb was pouting, but the offense goes through CeeDee Lamb. Big. What is Dak supposed to do?
What do you?
Y'all,
big gun.
No, I'm asking a real question for an answer.
Okay, I'm trying to give you an answer. What is going to help Dak, or is that what you're asking?
I'm just saying like that. I'm making a case for more weapons. That's what I'm making a case for.
Well, this is what
because
I feel
Mike McCarthy, when he won it, my point is when Mike McCarthy won it, Michael Finley said we had 6 number ones.
He had a lot of receivers. Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
he got a lot of receivers, but are they going to do that though, boss? You're talking about these things that is this front office going to do that? Who do you got out there? Jalen Tolbert. Are they going to keep? Hold up. Are they going to get rid of Michael Gallup? Probably, because that's a big cap number now, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then you got the one kid, Jalen Brooks. You're going to have to draft a couple more receivers. You got
that's
the
what
kid
I'm saying.
Martavius Bryant, and spread it out and use that more. But I would also say you probably need to get a running back because you got to add a running game to help him. Our running game suffered.
Thank you.
We didn't have a running game this year. We put all that stock into Pollard. All of us knew he was a complimentary back, but we saw what the front office was going with. Okay, so he's going with it.
Right.
So, and then you had a Rico Dell who I don't know what that was. I mean, you ran him sometimes, you didn't run him sometimes. He was hurt sometimes. You got to get I'm not saying you got to draft a back high, but you better get a back. You better get a back that can really help this team. Gritty back, a strong back, a back can get you. I mean, can we say like an Ezekiel Elliott type back, a back who got some speed but got some power too? We need one of those type of back. You feel me?
Absolutely.
We need You see what the Detroit Lions did? They went and drafted Gibbs, and you see what that run game did. You feel me? So I just feel like that's probably maybe the issue right there, that you could probably help the team in that aspect. But we also got to look at the offensive line. We was talking about Jay Tuck mentioned Tyron Smith. You got to fix this offensive line, man. It ain't physical. If you got to do something with this offensive line, coach, it's not a physical offensive line. So only person you really have that does that is Tyler Smith, in my opinion. Zach Martin, they give him props. Yes, he was good, but he wasn't physical this year. He was getting mashed up this year. Tyler Biadasz mashed up. Hopefully Terrence still comes back stronger. Tyron Smith, I don't want to talk about him no more. No! Get him away from me. Get him out of here.
Wait.
See, y'all want to, yeah, I'm saying it. So what? Leave me alone. Y'all talk.
No. Okay, so hold on. Let me go to law.
Yeah.
Is the answer more? Like, cause you asked the question to Jermichael Finley. Is the answer more?
More of what? Like break it down.
Cause he said you was talking about Jermichael Finley. And you was talking about the offense, and he was explaining, and he was also said as a caveat note that we had 6 number ones. But he was talking about the Super Bowl team under Mike McCarthy. So if I'm saying if we want to go to the next level, shouldn't we kind of model and stock Mike McCarthy with what had him winning before?
Well, also they had those wide receivers. I believe they had Ahmad Green and Ryan Grant, and both of those guys ran differently. They were not like these running backs that we have here. And then we also got to contextualize that was 14 to 15 years ago, right? So 2009 and 2010, that's a long time. And even with that being said, that's even afterwards. I think that Mike McCarthy went 15-1 the next year. and they lost the first game of their playoff that year.
To
So
the
it's
Giants.
been a consistency situation with Mike McCarthy underperforming in the playoff time. I keep remembering that even the Green Bay Packers had issues versus the 49ers when you get to the playoffs. So how can we all of a sudden get better down the stretch with Mike McCarthy when he's already shown that in the playoff time he folds up like a wallet? I would say you will have to bring in a disciplinary defensive guy that can come in here, and we set the tone with the defense, and we bring in some running backs that can set the tone there and make it user-friendly for Dak Prescott.
Chuck.
Yeah, my solution would be not to overload with wide receivers and number ones. I would agree with Law. We need to get the run game going. Because if you look at, what's kind of going on trending in the NFL, if you look at a team like the Baltimore Ravens or the San Francisco 49ers, who are kind of front runners, it's the ground game, because the ground game and defense will travel. It'll travel in any weather. And I think that's the problem, is that we're going to these playoff games and it's Dak Prescott or bust. And when Dak Prescott is struggling, Mike McCarthy doesn't know how to, find another opportunity to keep the offenses moving. So I would definitely try to work on improving the ground game, which I thought was something we was going to do. We heard it all, conversation. I'm sorry, I'm sure from glitching. We heard it all season about Brian Schottenheimer getting to the power run game and using fullbacks and all that. We didn't do it, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to see a lot more outside zone, especially with Tony Pollard. So when it comes to draft content, I am looking at running backs, but also if you want to bring in a veteran guy like a Derrick Henry, I'm not opposed to it, because if you have that run threat, it allows our offense to kind of go against what's our Achilles heel, right? Because I feel like Dak Prescott, when he struggles the most, is when you get the 4-man pressure and get the 7-man dropping zone. And I think they just try to keep everything in front of them. And we've seen that what happened versus the Cardinals. And you also seen it happen with Buffalo and also San Fran a little bit as well. So if you're able to run the ball, then that's going to open up things versus those lighter boxes. So I would definitely try to get, I would try to get those, the running game really involved. So as my guy West Coast would say, run the damn ball. I would load up on the run game. But you got to get better in the trenches. Just like I think Big Game said, look at Detroit, right? They got better in trenches. They got running backs. They got linebackers. Like, I feel like the game is transitioning. We saw what happened with Eric Bieniemy and the Chiefs and his high-scoring offense and throwing the ball around and all this kind of Madden plays, right? But now football's going back to the core, running the ball, power scheme, zone running scheme, linebackers. Like, it's getting back to what we grew up on as the essence of football. I feel like the Cowboys need to make that adjustment too as well.
I love your answer, Tuck. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we all pushing for. We pushing for answers today. You know what I mean? Not crying. Just how we gonna help Mike McCarthy. He our coach now. It's just like when we got Schoonmaker. I didn't like the pick. I still don't like the pick. But he's ours. So we still got to make it work, man. I appreciate that's a very good answer. I appreciate that. Ron, what's like, what did you think about like Jermichael Finley and just helping Mike McCarthy?
I'm going to piggyback off what everyone's been saying, because that's the route I would go. Reestablishing a run game in Dallas, which is kind of one of our core foundational things our franchise was built on, but that's another conversation. We got to get back to what we do well. And the crazy thing is, you can't look at no dominant offense in the NFL and not say they don't thrive because of a run game. Sean McVay's offense returned to looking dominant when they got their running back back. Isaiah Pacheco helps Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen is having a better season ever since they fired their offensive coordinator and started running James Cook more. Like, it's just, you can't run from it. You see what San Fran does with the run game, and we just didn't have one. We don't have a second plan. It's either like Tuck was saying, it's either Dak or I don't know what we're gonna do now. The defense ain't working, Dak ain't working, and then Dak starts to press, and that's when he looks his worst, when he's pressing.
Well said.
So we can hand that ball off and run them up out of some of those defensive looks that Tuck was just referring to. We will be better for it. So I'm not saying we need to go run heavy. I just feel like you said, we need to add weapons. And I wouldn't mind another receiver. I mean, I'm never going to mind another receiver. But we 100% need a definitive, reliable running back that can strike some fear into a defense. I wouldn't mind bringing in Derrick Henry and drafting someone. I'm trying to be loaded up at running back like you talking about loading up a receiver so that we are insulated and we can't go from, oh, we got Derrick Henry, oh, he turned his ankle. We right back to what we was dealing with last year. So I want to just, like you said, if Dak ain't going to be in, if it's only like one or two of those quarterbacks in the world where they could just do everything with minimal help. Even Patrick Mahomes looks like he needs more help this year. If Dak can't do it, then you get him what he needs. And he needs a legitimate run game, and you need to shore up that offensive line like y'all said. Like, if we know our deficiencies, let's not ignore them. Let's fix them. I also want to say this real quick. I got a slide in like 10 minutes, so that's my final word. Just in case if I drop off.
Oh, man, you cheating us. No, that's good. I'm messing with you.
Nah, man, I got
I know.
He
He snuck us in here, y'all. He snuck a show in here, man. We appreciate it.
It's all good, man. I love y'all. So I wanted to jump on, but I didn't want to be rude and just drop off, so I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
I ain't got to go now. It's about 10 minutes.
So, I definitely, I love the turn that Jay Tuck and Rome took that to. Because that makes sense, especially with the middle three, right? You got a center that just got some major accolades. You got both your guards that got major accolades. We are built to run the ball. We just need the running backs. You know what I mean? We just need the running backs. Hey, Law.
Which was our very first draft show that we did about getting running backs. Crazy.
Sure did.
I think we might be replacing Bianish while we are talking about him. That's a show for another day. I don't think we're going to pay Tyler. I think we're going to get another center in here.
Yeah, I think it's a super delay on my end over here.
Yeah, you would need that 1080. I think that 4K tripping.
Yeah.
So, Law.
What's up?
Everybody got to hear from you because we didn't hear from you yesterday. And Big Game James. We're going to start with you too. And then we got to go to Tuck and Candy. They heard from me and you, Ron.
Yeah, facts.
What's your thoughts on Dak, bro?
Oh, yeah. He's a guy that can give you 12-5 games, right? 12-5, 12-5. He can win that. And my thing is with Dak Prescott, and I know we're going to get a lot of people try to shank me with the butter knife with this, but even though people will say, hey, those INTs wasn't his faults, but hey, at the end of the day, those are his babies. You know, at the end of the day, he can't unclaim those kids, and that's going to go on his resume. So not everybody's in tune to watching football like those who break down film. So when he throws an INT on his side of the field, even though Brandon Cooks let him off on that route there, everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. And he's 2-5 in the playoff, and he's been in the league for 8 years now. So we're going to have to figure out what is the game plan with Dak Prescott? How can we make him excel? We mentioned run game. I look at it like this. If John Elway made it all the way into the age of 36, 37, however old he was, with it took him forever. He had yellow teeth by the time he won, right? So they had to bring good defense and Terrell Davis. I look at it like this. Cooking. The Cowboys, in order for it to win with Dak Prescott, we're going to have good defense and run game.
Yep.
That's just the bottom line, because he is a play-action quarterback, and he is a guy that if you can get those safeties moving, get down inside, he can capitalize. But we got to have a legitimate run game and defense. If not, then we'll continue to see the same thing over and over again.
Big.
Nah, Law Cooks.
What we going to do about Dak?
Big don't y'all,
man. Did he
peek? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He thinking about it.
I just you definitely want to help him, but I'm gonna just keep it real from my perspective. You know, I'm not on the get rid of Dak train, Dak sucks train. But you know what? I hear what y'all saying about let's get him a run game, let's get him a defense. But Dad, going to sometimes you're gonna have to be the difference maker and rise above some of those things and make those plays when it's all effed up. Every time, just me, y'all, and y'all can get mad at me if you want to, but every time Dak don't do good, it's the defense, it's the run game, it's the receivers, it's that. And I'm not trying to sound like the crowd, but Dad gone, man. if you're the franchise quarterback, I don't expect you to be pulling miracles out of your wazoo every single time. But when we need you the most, I see the eyes getting big and I see the sweat dropping from your head. And I see that a lot in those really, really, really big games when it's just one game and you got to do it. And didn't I say this when we had Jesse Holly on the show? Jesse, me and him had to talk. He said, Dak, this year, you're going to have to make some big throws in some of these games, maybe playoffs. You're going to have to do it. And it didn't happen once again. Yes, we talk about that Brandon Cooks. That's debatable on that interception. But dang, you did throw the other one. You forced that. You didn't have to do it. Maybe the play calling wasn't great, but the play calling wasn't great with Kellen Moore, and it failed. Now Mike McCarthy. Now we're seeing the same thing. Play calling wasn't great, and now Dak didn't do good. So does everything have to be perfect for our quarterback to take us to the next level and win the chip? That's what I want to know, because that's what it feels like. Everything's got to be all the way right for us to win with him, because when we needed that one game, the one game, it's always short, and that's where I'm frustrated. And it's not really good games. This was the game you were 35.
Can I say
9.
something
This
that
was
big?
the game you were going to be taken to the next level. Yes, go ahead by all means.
And then get your final word, because I know you got to go.
Yeah, no. I just want to say this. If you really pay attention, we about to get a lot more playoff football. I just want everybody to see these great quarterbacks do have their moments, but they got a lot of people that be there for them, man. Joe Burrow's Super Bowl run ain't what it sounds like when you just say it was all Joe Burrow. Right. That defense came and showed up and showed out.
He said it himself. Game was there. He said it himself.
I'm just saying, like, it's so, look, that Super Bowl that Matt Stafford won, I watched Aaron Donald make the game-winning play. I'm just saying, in these playoff games, when you go back and see when Dallas fails, it ain't like everybody else is showing up, and it's like no one else shows up, and they're like, all right, Dak, do something.
Right.
My thing is with this, though, Ron, my thing is with this is that Dak Prescott speak one thing, and then we see another, right? I remember, I'm old enough to remember Dak Prescott said, hey, I'm like a bear, pour honey all over me. You see what I'm saying? And then what we look like against the 49ers, right? Yeah. And then even when we beat the Washington,
that's privilege.
I don't want. I don't want to wear the hat because I'm looking for something bigger. I'm moving Louis Vuitton deals because I'm thinking of Las Vegas, right? So I get all of that with Dak Prescott, and then at the end, and the one thing that really kind of made me hot about Dak Prescott, because we fight tooth and nail and we go against the 3-ladder and the 4-ladder network, for him to go to that podium and say, I sucked, thou shalt decree a thing and it shall be established. He established the fact that he sucked. I haven't seen a video of MJ saying he sucked. I haven't seen a video of Kobe saying that he sucked. Where's your mindset? Where's your mentality? And you just took everything away from us. We fighting for you, and you get up on national TV and say, yeah, I suck, man. Hey, man, I trash, man. So come on, man. Like, nah, we need for you to be the leader. We need for you to, even though Brandon Cooks ran a terrible route, go up into his face and say, you the veteran. Run a better route. Spit. I need to see spit and veins coming out of his neck on top of Brandon Cook. I need to see that type of energy. Right. But not just fall on the sword, because now everybody's saying, hey, man, look at damn Dak, you know? And now we sitting here looking like Dak apologists.
Which none of us are doing. So we ain't apologizing for that.
You're right.
Yeah. We ain't apologizing for that. But I'm just saying, though, man, you know, but Dak by dude, you know, real, though. But he can't. Yeah. Even Ted Prescott probably said, damn, bro, you didn't play good that game, even though the good.
And here's the thing, though.
Law and Big and Boss and Tuck and Kenny.
Yeah.
This offseason need to be filled with that, though, because we are the voice of the nation, and they listen to us whether they want to admit it or not. Like, this is the type of, like, we don't need to. It's tough love offseason. This ain't about sugarcoating. And you know me, I get out there and I'm optimist prime. I'm always optimistic, but it's one of those off seasons where you gotta say stuff like that, Law, and he need to hear it.
Is what
whether
it is.
he want to say he heard it or not.
Right.
Yeah, man. Like,
right.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable. You're right. You can't talk a big game.
But you feel me though, Rome?
And then shrink.
Rome, you can say
right.
Rome, he can say all that. He
that.
can listen to all that all he wants to. But I don't. It's just I'm to the point now where it's just too much talk up here in Dallas. Just shut, not
Right. I'll
us,
give you that.
but it just y'all. Just like what Foot said. I agree with that. How the hell are y'all on? That's pissing me off too. How the hell y'all got these Twitter fingers left and right after y'all 2-3 days? Yeah, like mockery. And the thing that made me mad about that was, I know all fans are goofy and say some of the craziest stuff, but it was almost like y'all were mocking us fans for saying stuff to y'all when y'all choked.
Right, y'all choked.
Y'all come in, I
choked.
got time today. Y'all choked. And now all of a sudden y'all y'all throwing it back on us like, I got time today to talk. If y'all want to talk, you shouldn't have that time to talk, right? You should still be playing. So you tweeting that you got time today is the wrong tweet because you should not have time today because you should be playing next week. So respectfully, STFU.
I will say this though, they knew not to shoot no bullets at my way, because the way I was feeling being trapped down there in Dallas and being pissed off, bro, I would have lit Twitter. I was checking my tweets today. He ain't saying nothing to me, bro, because I was ready to spray out the whole block. But
they want to point out our job. I seen the talk too. I seen the talk how they want to point out our jobs and how we work at regular jobs. I get that. Yeah, we work at regular jobs. We don't play in the damn NFL. Stop using that one, NFL players. We know we don't play in the damn NFL. We know that. We get that. That ain't the damn point. The point is that all of these fans spend all this damn money. Tuck is going back and forth to Dallas Cowboys games trying to pump up this home game. Now, I'm going to tell you what, when you were saying that home game stuff, Tuck, I was not disagreeing with you because I know how Cowboys fans are. But this is the reason why I don't get loud, because they don't trust Dallas, because they know they're going to do what they just did. So that's why they sit on their tails, because they wonder, is it going to happen? Are we going to do the same thing that we always do? Yep. Here we go. So let's sit our ass down, and here comes another game.
As they scored that first drive, it was a wrap. All the energy was just out.
They already knew.
That first drive,
everybody was already here we go again.
You know
that's the first time. It's in our heads now. Here we go again. We about to lose.
And everybody's heads now. You're right.
We are always on the wrong side of records. Anytime somebody pumps up a record with the Cowboys, it's bad for us. So when I kept on hearing 16-0, I said that's the death wish for us.
Yep.
What you mean at home field?
I said it. Yeah.
Yes.
But you're supposed to be comfortable in your house.
Kind of stuff no, listen. Whenever they pump it up with Dallas, though, I'm gonna give you pushback, but it's not bad pushback. You know how you said, well, after we won the East, the players were like, oh yeah, and everybody was pumping up the whole game. Oh yeah, we got it. I think the opposite. I think they were more nervous. We got all this damn pressure on us now. We can't mess up. Because whenever we do, because think how quick they dropped their heads after it was down 7-0. It was almost like the team gave up.
7-0 killed them.
But the problem with the Cowboys, the problem with the Cowboys, and it also transitions into Dak Prescott, we cannot fight in our own weight class, y'all. We just can't. Name a game where it's like Dak Prescott versus Mahomes, he comes out on top. Dak Prescott versus Lamar Jackson, he comes out on top. Josh Allen comes out on top. Like you just don't see him being able to fight in his own weight class. Now Daniel Jones, he'll beat the hell out of a Daniel Jones. You know what I'm saying? He'll beat the life out of a Sam Howell. And I think that's the problem when it comes to the Cowboys. There's nothing that we can say definitively. It's like, nah, we really that team. You know what I'm saying? We can walk in versus San Fran. I feel like last year versus Tom Brady, we just happened to catch them at the right time, because Tom Brady walked right into AT&T, packed us up, and walked right out. You know what I'm saying? 2 times in a row. Like we just haven't seen those matchups where it's like, okay, Dak Prescott versus Jordan Love. And like I was telling Boss behind the scenes, like I was feeling confident about this Green Bay game because I haven't watched them heavily until I got into that film and I said, oh god damn. I was like, oh goddamn, they got a quarterback and this dude is punching back. You know what I'm saying? And I just haven't seen us being able to go out there and win those games. And that's the biggest problem. And I'm not sure how Dak gets past that, because I look at Dak Prescott, how he came out there, kind of the energy, right? But then I watch back and watch a Baker Mayfield come out the tunnel, and Baker Mayfield was on some F them boys. It's a body, you know what I'm saying? They came out to dreams and nightmares. Meek Mill, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different type of.
We ain't allowed to have that energy. Yeah.
What we came out on?
Hey, what's our energy?
We came out on Dolly Parton.
Yeah,
We came out on Dolly Parton. We came out on Dolly Parton. You see what I'm saying? We don't come out with hip hop. We don't come out with hip hop because they won't allow that, because that's too against our brand. We got too many sponsors.
Yeah.
They're not dealing with that. So to please our
They don't
sponsors,
wanna
come
hear
on.
that.
We know sponsors,
Them
right? I
club
work
members-
with a job
them
with
club members
sponsors.
want the
Y'all
push
know
up.
sponsors. You cannot go against some sponsors because you don't want to lose that money. So you ain't coming out with Meek
Right.
Mill.
So
You
right.
ain't coming out with nothing fire.
Right.
You're gonna still come out with Travis Tritt or Garth Brooks or Dolly Parton, and then you're gonna sit there
I
and
mean,
say
they do have the
Cowboys are gonna
Texas,
come out
Texas
and
song
stomp
now.
these teams. I'm just saying,
But they don't
y'all,
come
y'all
out to
act
that.
like y'all gonna come out there and stomp these teams.
But think about the tone. But think about the tone that sets when you come out to the Eagles theme song. You know what I'm saying? That's their anthem. You know what I'm saying? Just like when the Browns came out with the boombox versus, like you set a different tone, a different mindset. Like F them boys. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just not the Cowboys culture.
We can't
It's
have them
very
players
corporate.
though.
Yeah, it's not built for football, y'all. It's an environment that is not football. It just isn't. From the
Good for selling
tailgate,
jerseys, though.
like I said, even with the tailgating, don't talk about last Sunday, the Detroit game. For the Jimmy Johnson game, the entire parking lot was empty. Y'all. It was a ghost town out there for Jimmy Johnson. Like, where's the fandom? You can't tailgate in the own parking lot. You got to be on the outside. You can't have no music. Like, it's just not a football environment, y'all.
Tuck fans
And
are
that's why
fans
these
of-
teams walk
right,
in there
Tuck fans.
and they don't care.
Corporate America Cowboys.
It's corporate.
Cheese and wine.
You know,
Cheese and wine.
Y'all,
Yeah, it
we
is
deserve
cheese and wine.
better.
It is
Just like
cheese and
Chris
wine.
said,
Hey, I like
we
cheese and
deserve
wine.
better, man. We
Yeah,
deserve
Take
better.
the football
We can
game.
sit here and have all these talks. We can have all these talks, but we deserve
We do
better.
deserve better.
I'm tired of this.
Deserve better.
I've sat there and tried to jump out for Kool-Aid. I've been quiet. I try. People saying you be too pessimistic. I try to be positive, but how can I continue to be positive when I keep on seeing the fakeness? I can't be positive on fake. Our team is not being real with us, but our team wants the fans to be real with them.
Right.
No, y'all not being real with us. Y'all not coming down and being real with us. You're not doing everything it takes to make this team. I don't want to continue to hear Jerry saying he wants a championship just so bad. Y'all don't do everything to get the championship so bad. You new to your team. You make your team like you. You built your team and, like you said, molded them into you. You don't want guys who talk back. You want a nice coach. That's why you brought Mike McCarthy back, because you like the nice coach, because he don't ruffle the feathers and he stands in line. And that's why we're going to keep him. But you're going to have a regression just like you did with Jason Garrett. You're not going to keep on going forward when you're playing this type of football. It doesn't work like that. The football gods are not going to allow that. And I'm sorry. People can say I'm not having a good outlook, but dog, we've had these things that we've added to the team each year, and look, we're still getting smacked in the face, and you're going to tell me that all of a sudden Mike McCarthy is going to be a disciplinarian now?
No.
All of a sudden we're going to start being, I'm just saying, all of a sudden we're going to start tightening it up?
Candy,
No,
Candy.
it's not. He ain't
Close
gonna
your
start
ears,
tightening it
Candy.
up.
Candy, close your ears.
Don't say it. Whatever you're thinking of. Oh no.
And here's what I'll say.
Are you embarrassed?
Tuck, before you go.
How the team is
Tuck,
playing?
before you go, Tuck, before you go, for real, I gotta do this.
Hey, I love being a Cowboy.
Big game, James.
Game changer.
Hey, let's have some fun. Let's have a good time, man. Let's kick it.
My bad, Tuck. My boy was cooking, bro.
Yeah, big. And that's real, man. And like I said, my mama told me something, because if you saw my post game, she said, "Do you know that you apologized for letting Cowboys fans down before the players did?" Yeah. And that hit me. You know what I'm saying? as a content creator, I felt like I let the fan base down. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like maybe I could have gave more. Players didn't. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
man,
damn.
Me and you on the same page because I was apologizing. I even apologized to Chad
because we care though.
Dave Capo.
Because we
I
care.
apologized to those boys. Yeah. You know why I apologized, J Tuck, too? Because I said that basically this team particularly is different. I even apologized to Big Game James. I know he didn't hear it, but I apologized to Big Game James because I said there's something about this team that's different. And this team is moving and operating different. But then we get to the playoffs. And ain't not one person that's watching right now would have seen this particular team getting 48 points drugged on them. Ain't nobody saw this coming. Ain't no way, man.
Yeah.
No way.
Not even from San Fran.
Yeah, not even from San Fran. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like and like I said, because that's like I apologize because I feel like I should have been louder. You know what I'm saying? I should have been more on the alert. I felt like I let the fans down. And I see these cats on Twitter busting shots at us. I said, oh hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like the audacity.
The audacity. Hey, Rome gotta go. Rome. So go ahead and give your final words, and then we go everybody go get their final words, but
all right, well, look, I just want to say this, man. I agree with what Law said, what Tuck said, what you said, what Candy said, what Big Game James has been saying. As far as just like, look, we deserve better. And I apologize too. It's crazy how we all, because you feel like you're misleading the fans, and that's not our point. We just want success for the team. Right. And then when it don't work out, they look to us for answers, and it's like, yo, I'm sorry for giving y'all so much hope. And it seemed like the team had no juice. But this year, man, it's not that I'm not going to be optimistic, especially when games is lined up, because I don't know how to go into games like scary and sad. But it's definitely a show me year. They got to just show me different. And I'm talking about even before they step on the field for the first game. I just want to see some things that'll make me feel kind of what Law was saying. Show me something different. And like Tuck said, when we go against teams that are in our weight class, that's gonna be the eye test games. Because if we don't look right in them and versus the Baltimores next year, versus San Fran next year, we're gonna have to keep it 100 before we even get close to the playoffs. Like, this ain't it. Like we cannot, like, I refuse to, I can't lie to them. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. So we gotta see something different earlier in the year. This isn't let's, as like Micah and them was saying, even though they ain't live up to it, you can't do it. I'm tired of learning. I'm tired of building. We need to see some results. So we gonna have to see. That's all I can say is it's the eye test year, man. Y'all gotta show me.
It showed me state all
y'all
year.
Can tell me.
And it's funny because Big said that last year. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, Big, we finally caught up to you, big dog. That's what happened. We finally caught up to you. No, for real.
Yeah,
you said that last year. You said I ain't drinking no Kool-Aid until the playoffs. You was saying that last year.
Yo, you did.
We finally caught up to you, bro.
If I hear Rome saying that, then it got to be caught up because Rome go hard in the paint.
Everybody like that though.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
but I'm gonna just tell you right now, you will never, ever in your life ever hear me mention Kool-Aid and Cowboys together again. So just remember that.
Let's jump on these super chats, y'all.
I'm gonna slide though, y'all. I appreciate y'all.
All right,
shout out to you, dog.
Right,
Rome, one of the beasts.
Appreciate it, Rome, man. Let's eat these super chats.
Let me get these couple off. I just got a couple.
Let's get it,
boss.
Let's go.
I have, we like the bright colors. We had a $20 holler. Laura Bell, $20 holler says you are much appreciated. Thanks for being a voice for us. That love for the Cowboys, but after this, it's hurt. We love with caution. Oh, I love that. We love with caution.
Ooh,
I'm gonna use that one.
I love that. I'm stealing that too, bro. Ooh, I love with caution.
I'm sorry. I'm taking that one, Laura. We love with caution. I'm taking all that. I ate it up. It's in the memory bank. It's probably gonna be on my next show. So don't think I jacked it.
Love with caution. Hey, I'm gonna tell it to. Hey, I'm gonna give her credit if I remember.
Just pull back the show. Just remember, we said on the show we were taking it. I'm good. I had another one, but my other ones won't pull up. But if they do, whatever. Y'all got it.
Law, you got your super chats?
Yeah, I can pull him up. Larry 2010 says Rex Ryan is the defensive coordinator. How y'all feel about that?
Hell no.
No.
This is
let me
is
see.
Rex, not Rob.
No.
This is Rex.
Oh, hell no.
No Rob. Bye.
No Rob. Okay. All right. Sanjay says give him a running game in elite defense for the 199 for your
Love
mind.
Love it.
Armstrong, Eric Armstrong says we can't be prisoners of the moment. We have to admit if the D showed up, we would have won that game. What y'all feel about that?
Everybody said that.
Yeah.
Everybody said
Oh, hell no.
Hey, and I'm gonna say this too though. Wanye is doing, the Lord's work or what have you, giving everybody their flowers. He was saying that J-Ron Curse could play free safety. He was doing good or what have you. Come on, man. You can't fool us, Wanye.
He always be covering it for him, dog. He always be covering for him, bro.
Yeah. J-Ron Curse got the iron board hips and he turned like a turntable. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
my God.
Avatar.
Let's keep it real. Hey, Wanye, let's keep it real. I think Wanye then took over Kelvin Joseph.
Yeah.
What you say, Lau?
He got them iron. Have you ever had them old ironing boards? You open it up. You go, that's how J-Ron Curse hips are, man. I said, come on, man. I said, come on, man.
Who that put dirt?
Put Wanye in there, man. Put Wanye. Put Izzy in there, man. Put Bell at that spot. Get him out of linebacker. Looking like an avatar out there. Take. Like, come on, man. They got one more super chat here from J Diz, man. Appreciate you. Environment and culture built on money.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
Yes, indeed. Cat Williams,
J
man.
Tuck, what's up on the super chats, big dog?
Yeah, I just got one $5 holler from my guy Otis. It says salute. Appreciate the insight, man. Appreciate you, big dog, man.
Let me get to mine, bro.
And let me put some cover over it. Hey, man, J-Ron Curse, man, we love you over here, man. Shit.
That boy say, let me put some cover on it. That's cold blooded, bro. That's cold, man. That's loud, bro. I swear, dog. Man, take loud buttons, bro. My boy say, he say, I got a super. He said, I want Brian Flores as DC. I like it.
Ooh, yeah.
I like it. I love it.
I ain't taking nobody from the outside.
Right.
Nah, higher within.
Joe Witt, Joe Witt, yeah. I'm with Joe Witt.
Al Harris.
Yeah.
Al Harris is very stubborn, though.
I'm there, yeah. Talk to us, Law. Talk to us, Law. Talk to us. If you can.
He got the same philosophy.
I mean, he was saying like all that year we was getting Anthony Brown getting burnt. He was like, nah, man, Anthony Brown playing, he balling, he cooking. I'm just like, nah,
you
he
right.
getting cooked.
You right.
You know,
you right.
He gonna fight for his guys, man. And
you right.
He has the same philosophy that the Cowboys like, and that's why they're gonna hire him for them, because they want to keep everything the same that they like. Y'all
it's
need
gonna
to
be Joe Witt.
understand that.
Yeah, it's gonna be Joe Witt. It's gonna be Joe Witt. Likely. I'm
rushing up the field and nobody stopping the run.
Mm-hmm.
When we gonna stop
but
the
low
run?
key, here's the thing with Joe Witt. He's very disciplinary though. Joe Witt got that stern look, and he's like his father a little bit. And I think it was one preseason game Joe Witt called the game, and it was pretty solid. So I think Joe Witt will utilize his guys a little bit better. Charles Woodson put for bat for him, So I like Joe Witt if he's given the opportunity.
Me too.
And
I do like Joe Witt. I love
if we lose any of those brothers, man, that Rooney rule, the reverse Rooney rule, you get a 3rd round draft pick. So, hey, Al Harris, if you go somewhere for a coach situation, man, come run us those picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
but
get
you know what the team lost at though, boss?
What's that?
Hey, just jump in there again.
Yeah.
They lost with Scott McCurley and Darian Thompson as our linebacker coach. You can literally see that Darian Thompson
Lee stopped playing.
Yeah, call Sean Lee, because Sean Lee he would have been
sitting
able to
out.
bring linebacker principles to the house. What Darian Thompson can tell you about linebacker play. And I ain't trying to hate on Darian Thompson. Salute for him to get in that bag as a brother. But
I love
come
how you
on,
cover
man.
it.
Yeah, I cover
You're so good at covering it. I'm glad you're the cover guy and I don't have to cover it. I'm glad.
I'll make the rules, Big AJ.
Yeah, we got
cool.
too much good old boy going on in coaching, man. Let's be
Good
honest
old
on that
boy.
too. We do, bro. Scott McCurry,
Good old boy playing too.
Darian Thomas,
You right.
bro. Why
He
y'all
hires his
doing this
friends.
stuff with a Super Bowl caliber team? You
And
want
the
to
crazy
see?
thing-
We always want to develop coaches
Because it's comfortable.
with a contention window. Like who develops coaches in contention windows? Who does that?
Hey, Big Game James. Let me say this too, though, Big Game James. There's a dude that you know. His name rhymes with Duck, but his name is Tuck. He had something to say about your boy, D-line coach. I ain't gonna say his name. See how I put some cover over that, Big Game James?
You good with that cover?
He said that he got to always untrain and then train them back every offseason. Oops.
Ooh-wee.
Oops. You just talk to him about that Dirt Day. That political
I will.
thing. Talk to him about Dirt Day.
I will talk. I will definitely talk about that. That's spicy.
Spicy.
That's spicy.
Now go ahead, man. Y'all go ahead. I'm keep jumping in.
No. You cool, man. Appreciate it, man. So then I got another super chat. Let me see. Yeah, y'all been showing love. My boy say, can anyone get on the inside to see what's really going on? I know we have our opinion, but there are 22 starters. Team game, one man doesn't win. Yeah, he talking about with Dak. Yeah.
We can't get inside though, and they not gonna break the code in there. They gotta be nice, y'all. They not gonna break the code. Everybody's gotta talk nice, be nice, and don't go against the grain. Because when you do, they're gonna shut your mouth. They're gonna extinguish your talk. Didn't you hear what I mean? Just the same thing what Des was talking about taking the knee. That should tell you everything. When he said they spoke for them. They didn't even have a talk. And guess what? Y'all remember when Jerry did speak for him, a lot of black folks were on the outside calling Dez and them coons and calling us fans coons for liking Jerry Jones. Weren't they doing that to us? Yes, they were.
Hell
because
yeah.
they were saying Jerry spoke for us, and all the other fans were calling us coons, and y'all like a racist owner, blah, 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 because Jerry spoke for us. The players wanted to be able to speak for it, but who spoke for the organization? Jerry and them. Who did everything for that? Jerry. They organized it. It was nothing on the players. And did you hear what he said about Kayvon Frazier? And then when I go back and think about it, I was like, damn, I was wondering why he wasn't playing, and we needed him to play, and I was wondering why he wasn't playing. That stuff is real. That
also
stuff
Don
is
Terry
real.
Poe, remember?
Yeah,
You feel me? He was gone once he
Yes.
said something. He was gone right after that. So when you speak up in this organization, you are gone. So how do we think we're ever going to win a championship when you got guys from the top that always want you to keep your mouth shut, you stay in line, you respect this brand, and everything will be okay for you? How are we supposed to win like that?
That dude said, I caught so much heat that year when he said toe the line. My guy's gonna toe the damn line. And I said, dang, Jerry, man, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm from Mississippi, and you know how that goes, right? So everybody's like, God, dog. And earlier this year, I know that they hold grudges because me and Shango, it was just me and him. And we heard a certain player go back and forward with the positioning coach. And he didn't get a single play all year, a spoonful of reps all year. And he wears 24. Oops. And me and Shango, the only one that heard the exchange. And I said, God, dog.
And that's coming out after he started in playoff game.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Did he play this year, y'all? And like the Cowboys, man, you can't win. You can't have it both ways. You can't win the political warfare and the football game. You're going to have to get out of that. And what Dez said, fix this, Rich. Dez was right. You know, Dez was right on all of that stuff. And unfortunately, the Cowboys been playing that type of game for a long time, not a short time.
And then, man, listen, man, I gotta say this too, bro. I wasn't gonna show this, but I'm gonna show this. Y'all did it. Y'all, it's y'all, not me. Okay, because it's sad how everybody is on to how they do their stuff. Like, look, Kevin Gray predicted this morning. Jay Tuck could have put it out there, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is sad when everybody can see your political moves way before you know what I'm saying? Cowboy fans, y'all need to pay attention. The beat writers are trying to get y'all ready for Mike McCarthy announcement that he's coming back for 2024. The quicker you accept it, the better off you'll be. Not saying it'll be happy about it, but get your minds ready. And, see, this type of tweet is written with certainty because the way that they move is so obvious, right? So when you look at people like, David Moore, right? And you see what's going on. David Moore is pretty much considered the mouthpiece a lot of times for the front office.
Yeah.
Everybody pretty much know that, So then he over here making a strong case for Mike McCarthy. See, we know y'all poll testing. We know what y'all doing, man. We see the game. You poll test. You try to see the reaction of the fans. And then when you see the reaction, you feel safe to say, okay, most of them don't really care about Mike McCarthy coming back. Bring him back. It's like, come on, man. It's like, when is this stuff going to be about football, and all football?
Never.
Right.
If you go down my timeline and you seen a video, and I said, I hate to say this, but basically I'm going to say it short, that Dan Quinn sold on us, right? How about I get a DMC claim from the Cowboys on that? You know what I'm saying? Because it became so pretentious, right? But I countered that though, good. You know what I'm saying? But I said no. David Hellman originally, I just put the caption up top. So it's crazy how they gonna try to hush you, they're gonna try to shut you down. But shoot, I already got my plaque. Ain't nothing you can do with me. I already got what I got. You know what I'm saying? You can't stop attack with no key. Now eventually they're gonna continue to do those type of things. But shoot, I'm just what it is. I'm gonna spit my mind. It's crazy that Dan Quinn played 85 to 90% zone. We went into that man to man, right? We get to that game, we playing 80 zone. So come on, man. Look, we can see tea leaves, man. Dan Quinn was thinking about Seattle land. He was thinking about Chargers. He was thinking about everything but putting up tape to watch the Green Bay Packers in that particular game. Ain't no way in the world Dan Quinn got this team prepared to go up against the Packers.
Y'all clap it up. Clap it up for that whole exchange of what you just heard right there. That's the power of independence. A lot of people just missed it. Jay Tuck, Ken, Big, I guarantee most people just missed it. I guarantee most people just missed the power of independence. It was right in your face. It was right in your face.
They listening now, though. They listening now.
Yeah.
They listening now. Yeah. Listen now. They didn't want to listen 2 weeks ago. Now they want to listen.
It's 2 weeks ago.
No, he right. He right. Everything he's saying facts.
Yeah.
And
like do what got you there. That's what people always say. Old folks say, man, do what got you there. Right. You get there now, you're gonna do something different. Like, hey, that didn't get you there. Do what got you there, and that's just what it is. Now we lost. Granted, they won, and I can't stand Green Bay. But now this forces us to root for Detroit or Buccaneers, because I for damn sure can't see the 49ers in the Super Bowl nor Green Bay.
Nah.
Come on, D-Town. Come on, Detroit.
Yes, indeed.
Nah, hell no, bro. I'm not trying to see Detroit if the Detroit or the Baker Mayfield in the damn Super Bowl, that's going to make it hurt even worse. At least
I know it's going to hurt worse, though. But, man, I can't get the 49ers to get one more, and I can't stand the Green Bay Packers.
The Ravens
if I must, I'll go for the Bucks, if anybody.
Who you got, Jay Tuck? Wait a minute, what you trying to say? Who you want to represent the NFC?
San Francisco.
I can't just.
What? Because no, easily. Because at least I can say at least the best team.
Hell no.
You know how ridiculous it's going to look if the Detroit Lions go to the Super Bowl?
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'll take it, bro. I would take it. I can't do San Fran, bro. I'm sorry. I feel you, Tuck.
I take Detroit.
Get back up versus the Ravens.
No.
Let the
Hell
Bills go
no.
get
Play
back
that
up.
thing get lost.
A ridiculous season.
Oh, hell no.
Come on, Detroit. Come on, Jake.
Nothing would surprise me at this point.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, he need to come on, dog. He need to shame. He need all of it.
Nah, them Detroit fans are almost as annoying as Eagles fans, man. I wanted to pack Detroit up so goddamn bad, bro. I know, bro. Them Detroit, bro. I was ready to pack up Detroit.
Are they worse than 49ers fans? They talk.
Yeah,
Hey,
bro.
man, I gotta get to my super chats.
Okay,
You
all right,
preachers.
All right. Them Detroit fans still crying. He was eligible.
Oh, man.
We beat them.
Them is the Detroit Lions, bro. Let them have some fame.
Nah, hell nah, bro.
We don't want no Niners getting another championship. Hell no.
I ain't say win it. They can go and get packed up by the Ravens.
I don't want them going.
I don't even want them getting close, bro. I want them to just sit on down like Philly. Sit down.
I want them to lose next week so we can all sit together and be mad.
I ain't mad at your logic, though, Tuck. I ain't mad at your logic.
What 2 teams do y'all want to see in the Super Bowl then? What 2 teams do y'all want to see?
I don't want to see
Lions and Ravens.
I want to see
Lions and Ravens.
Ravens. Yeah.
My preseason pick is San Fran and Buffalo.
I go Texans because I'm a Texas boy.
I would like
don't do that because Harold.
I know East Side will be unbearable, but I still got some. I got some people that I like from Houston. Some of my good people from Houston. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what?
Tank Dale.
Tank Dale.
But I want to see the brother get to a Super Bowl too. I like DeMeco Ryans.
Yeah, I would like to Texas. And then
and
also big because we can say the Texas. It show we not like East Side.
Young boss.
Young
boss.
No, I'm with you, but you hear what I said? The fact that we can say the Texas show us that we not like East Side. We not haters like East Side. You feel me? We actually root for Texas versus his weird ass root against Texas.
Can I ask you a question though?
Yeah.
Can I ask you one question?
What's that?
Why do you think the Texans were good?
Culture.
Bobby Slowick.
Huh?
And what else?
DeMeco Ryans, man.
Oh, he gonna say quarterback. Man, quarterback too.
Ohio State. Oh, man.
No, I know where he was going. That boy said quarterback. Yeah, we not like you, East Side. We not suckers like you, bro. We not see like you got.
I'm sorry, Candy.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Candy. I had to throw that in
we
there.
not like you, bro.
That's roll tide.
See, we not like you. We don't actually root against Texas. People like
you can only defend that so much.
Yeah, I ain't gonna even go off on you, Eastside. I'm gonna let you have it, bro. Everybody know you got that little meat energy.
We ain't a hater like you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be quiet after that.
Yeah, we gonna let you make it little meat, man.
Boss, I see it, boss.
Woosah.
Yep.
Thank you.
Coming up. Woosah.
Got them together.
Thank you. You see Candy be looking down. That's my girl, man.
We get close to that camera. We're not gonna let you
saw me. She saw me give a punch. She said, she grabbed your butt. That's my girl, boy.
Hey, boss, I'm with you. He blocked on my channel.
Yeah, guess what? I blocked him. He created another one.
Okay, well, if I find out you blocked on it again, Harold.
Okay, hold on. I got y'all. Hold on. Let me get to these super chats, man.
View.
I got these super chats, y'all. Remember I was supposed to get to these super chats. Then we go say our final words. Get up out of here. All right, here we go. So my boy say, yo, you right, J Tuck. Dak can't beat his own weight class. Get rid of the naysayers. Dak has never did anything.
Oh, see.
Let's get Baker.
He ran with it, Tuck. Tuck didn't say all that.
Yeah, Dak didn't do anything. He just either
they're gonna run with
drive
it.
under pressure or cave.
My run with Baker, run with Jameis Winston. How about that? Jameis Winston.
Spot. So they not agreeing with you, dog.
Spot in your dome. If you said Baker Mayfield, I'd be tripping on Dak sometimes, but no way in hell would I ever take a Baker Mayfield over Dak Prescott. Are you crazy?
Right.
But Big Game James, now you seeing that the Bucks got what? Culture.
Yep, culture.
Coaching
no.
will change.
It's the
Will make
owners
Baker
saying,
Mayfield look good.
Don't tell me about
That
the
is
culture
true
law.
because
Just tell me
what
about
was going on before
law.
that, before he
Law.
got.
Don't tell me about the
What-
culture.
Can I get to my super chats, please?
Hold on,
Because every
hold on,
time I
real
say
quick.
one of them, you preachers take off.
Hold on, I was going to say something though, because here we go. We talk about culture and everything. The Pittsburgh Steelers have one of the best cultures and the best coaches, and these cats ain't won a playoff game since 2016.
Yeah.
They
It's
get
hard.
there.
It's hard. It's hard to win the NFL. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I think that's what people
Well
often
said, Tuck.
forget. You know what I'm saying?
I think they're missing a quarterback too, though. Over there, Steelers land.
But it's also to Tuck's point. We also the only team that got to count up on us.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
We the only team. It's been 30 years. It's been 31 years. It's 30 years. We the only team that got to count up.
I'm tired of hearing that.
Yeah.
Well,
now it's other
like
teams. It's
Like,
longer.
And I think that stigma
that stigma
that's placed on us that impacts us in the playoff, because I see so many Cowboys fans, because when they were talking last week, they just wanted to get to an NFC Championship game. I just want to get to it. Like, bro, that's not the end result.
Yeah.
That, I've heard that
That's
so
the
much. I'm
shallow
like,
thinking, though.
your
Yeah,
aspiration is the Super Bowl? I don't care about the other stuff. Your aspiration
Right,
is
that's
the
what I'm saying.
Super Bowl.
Don't you think we? Okay, y'all. Don't you think we have to take some baby steps here? You're talking, y'all screaming Super Bowl. Then we ain't even slipped a championship. We try to take some baby steps here. We can't even get past the divisional round, and y'all screaming a Super Bowl. Calm down, fellas, over here.
I do feel you with
that's
that.
what people want. People want this.
But that is the goal, though, Big.
but
We can never get rid of the goal. You right on the baby steps, but we never can get rid of the goal.
That game, we coming right. I'm still as pissed.
Right.
I'm still as pissed.
Let me ask all of y'all though.
I mean,
what's the news cycle was today? Were they talking about the playoff matchups?
No.
They was talking about the Cowboys. You know, who gonna be the next coach? Who what, when, where. You see everything circle around the Cowboys, and we got a freaking playoff game that's coming around the corner.
That's one of the reasons why we lose, lost. That's one of the reasons why we lose too, in my opinion, is because we hear the Cowboys players hear it, we the fans hear it. We were talking about this earlier today on one of my shows, is that the Cowboys players hear this all day and all night. They see themselves in the media all day and all night. What other team has to deal with that kind of pressure all day and all night? So when you go up in games, bro, we've all played. We play sports, coach, whatever. If you're dealing with that every single time you get on the field, sometimes you might get tight. So I'll give them
Big
a
Game
little bit
James,
of
Wait. Order the
Hold on,
court.
Big Game James, that's exactly what Dad said in his interview yesterday. He was saying so much going on in the media, all talks about what was going on in his personal life, and sometimes right before games, and that absolutely was some of the reasons he would have the outburst or would affect his game the way it is. So you're absolutely right about the media affecting the players.
Oh man. And also that home field stuff it got in the building, y'all.
And
it got in the
so
building.
many questions.
It did.
It was all over the radio. Every time I turn on 105.3,
that messed with them, y'all.
It did mess with them.
That messed with them. That messed with them. They had that thought in their head as soon
They
as they
believed
walked on that field.
just because they was on
lose.
Yep. They thought just because they was at home.
Sipped all that Kool-Aid.
All of it.
But just like
we aided that getting in the building. We did. Now it was mostly the media. It wasn't all the fans, but we was involved. We supposed to be the counter to that. That's what we supposed to be. We've always been. When they was talking stupid about linebacker, we was talking smart about linebacker. When they was talking stupid about Lyle Collins and Steele, we was talking smart. When we was talking, you know what I mean? Like we the counter. You see what I'm saying? And we wasn't the counter to this time. We wasn't. Just keeping it real.
Right. And that's where I messed up.
Real quick, let me get to these super chats because I know y'all can keep going.
All right, go ahead.
Because this is some real stuff though. I got some good stuff right here. This is funny stuff too. He
heard
said
me,
why
Candy
every time
Baby.
why every time we criticize Dak, the fan base act like it's a federal crime. He ain't lying. Boy, Chris 214, you ain't lying.
Oh my God.
Because let me tell you something.
Let me tell
you something. When J Tuck, when Candy, when Boss, when Law, when we all say something critical about Dak, trust me, it's real, bro. Because we don't get to war for Dak when he didn't deserve it. So if we saying something, it's because he earned it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So But it is people that it's crazy.
Basically saying
it's amazing.
Yeah, it's because we overprotect because of the overhate. You know what I'm saying?
It is overprotect because of the overhate. We'll see.
Because he is getting beat up by everybody, and then when we kind of like throw
it's something else too, but I can't.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother show. It's something else too. I got something good on it, but I ain't gonna do it tonight.
All right,
but it's something else.
But you know
why
what?
not?
You know what make it real difficult?
You can't tease like that.
You know what make it real difficult?
Why not? I mean, now you can tease, but now we want to know. You know how, man? You can.
Really ready for this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Man, go on, man. You can't tease like that, bro. Come on.
All right. Now, y'all might think I'm crazy for saying this.
We might. Let's see.
Okay. I feel like Dak got the Obama theory, too. He got the Obama thing over him.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Wait. The Obama theory. I want to hear this.
Okay. I know y'all might trip. Okay.
I ain't tripping. I'm loving it.
Now, when Obama became president, don't y'all tell me some black folks just voted for him because he wasn't black. Right? Are y'all not going to say that? Are we not going to say Obama because we never had a black president? A lot of black folks went out there and probably voted that they never had. A lot of people identified with Obama. They were saying, that's my president. Well, black folks were doing it. They were identified because we were proud we finally had a black president, right? And even in his second run, I would say a lot more black people went out to the polls, especially out in Ohio. They went out there deep, and I know one of the reasons why. They weren't saying because of his policies. Half of them didn't know his policies. They were just like, that's my president. We want to see another black person, black man, be a president for the first time. And I feel like some people in the community, since we do have a black quarterback, they want to see him succeed. So sometimes because they want to succeed, they won't look at some of the other things maybe he doesn't do, or maybe he might choke because I want to keep a black quarterback in there. I want to keep a black quarterback in there.
Can I counter just
you can
counter with you just a little bit?
You can counter it, but you're going to get some super real, but I'll let you counter it.
Yeah. I think that it's the nature on how Dak Prescott got his positioning too, because there's a large population of Latino and Hispanic.
I know that. That's
Tony
the battle.
And that's the battle.
That's
it's
battle
like
right
that. Those people, they go crazy. They still think that Tony can play to this day, right? And they say, well, Tony would have did this, Tony would have did that, or Tony didn't, and Tony. And they always make it about Tony versus Dak, when each of those guys mirror each other as far as what they did with the Cowboys organization so far. So it's kind of crazy. Yeah, Dak Prescott eventually will probably eclipse every single record that any quarterback did in the Cowboys uniform, but it's not accepted because of the way he got his job. And a lot of people feel like Tony did wrong, and that's why they hit me up, and that's why they shoot death threats, or that's why they say crazy things. But look at the names. Always look at the names on people that talk crazy and reckless.
But did y'all see the interview that Jesse Hawley did with Barry Church? And come to find out, Jason Witten stood up and spoke for Dak and said it was Dak's team where that whole Romo thing was going on.
And Church actually told us that when we did a show with him 3 years ago with West Coast. Yep.
Yeah. So they said it was Jason Witten.
Yeah, he said it was Jason Witten. Yep. Yeah. Church told me and West Coast that when we interviewed him. Yep.
And said we can't go back to Romo.
Yeah.
So and that was
Witten turned his back. Yeah. Because they see Church. see that's Church cover, right? See Church go run to that every time. Whenever you put him on the spot to that, he gonna say Jason Witten did.
Witten did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's his cover, bro. I'm cool with it though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it also show you that and I say the same thing to people that be like, we should have went with Romo. Like, no. The whole team was rocking with Dak, even Witten. Yeah. It was Terrence Williams like Romo.
But that facet out there is real on every side. You feel me, boss?
Yeah.
That facet is on every side with Dak Prescott. And that's why there's so much divide. Let's keep it real. Let's just keep it real. That's why there's so much damn divide. Not just
Crazy
with his
divide.
ability. That divide is there too. And
it's a racial thing with some. It is.
It's a racial thing with some. And I feel like that's a divide in there with Dak Prescott as well. And he's got to deal with that too. So that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of weight. There's a lot of weight.
It's a weight on him.
When you got
I think people.
See, I think it's
I I think a lot of people empathize with Dak too. They kind of see him as this precious cargo because of all of the struggles that he's kind of been through personally in his life. So I think that everyone in the locker room speaks on how he's such a great leader, and we see his character from the outside in. We see that he seems to have this great character. So a lot of people see him as this precious cargo, this precious gem that we have to protect. Don't talk about our quarterback like that. You know, he hasn't done anything.
That's true. That's so true.
Look at all the
well
struggles
said,
that
Candy.
Look at what happened to him. Look, the injuries that he's fought through. So I feel like a lot of
that makes sense. See that, because that all come from that super chat of why sometimes people be like super protective for Dak. He said, "Did you see Kurt's Warner breakdown of Dak's interceptions?" I didn't. And then Spock said, "Did you guys watch Kurt Warner?" He said it again. I didn't. Then in another super chat, he said, "Big wants Dak to be Jesus." See, Spock, you can't do that, bro. See, Spock, you can't do that, bro. No, hold on, Big. No, Big. I got you on this one. Big. Look, see, this is what y'all do to us sometime, bro. See, on one super chat, you saying Big wants him to be Jesus. And then on another super chat, you say, "You right, J Tuck. Dak can't beat his own weight class." So hold on now. What we doing, bro? What we doing? What are we doing? It's two sides of your neck and two voices happening. But I appreciate it, man. But boy, go home. See, y'all put us in these dichotomies. You know what I mean? Y'all put, no, man.
I don't want him to be Jesus. I want him to be like Paul or something.
but and I know what Big is saying. He like, man, just don't be the reason we lost, bro. Don't give them the big plays.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Like, go ahead, Law.
I was just gonna say, just basically with Dak Prescott, just figure out a way, man. Put some. I know people gonna say, well, why this guy needs everything? But name me the quarterback that didn't need anything, right? So
don't do that, Law.
Yeah, look. We had a run game. Did you trust Tony Pollard? I mean, I said this. There's nothing wrong with a night wing. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with a Nightwing. There's nothing wrong with a Robin. There's nothing wrong with Luigi. But that's who Tony Pollard is. He is a second tier type of running back. He's not a first tier running back. And we went into this season with those type of expectations that Tony Pollard would have been an RB1. And then on the defensive side, when did LVE went down? Was that before or after the trade deadline, boss and Big Game James? Candy?
It was before, right?
Before.
San Fran, right?
It's San Fran.
Yeah, that was before. Because that's game 5.
We could
have made some moves.
We could get this person, get that person, but we wouldn't.
Yeah, when Overshawn went down, we could have made some moves, and he went down before the season even kicked off. So, then I'll also remind people that do this too. Oh man, we sure miss LVE, but excuse me, LVE played week 3, and then we get ran off for over 250 yards.
Yep. Man, these boys still believing in that LVE dream. Crazy.
Oh Lord, you know how I feel about that.
I know.
And shout out to LVE, man. Mama LVE, I know you
watching. Put some cover on it.
Put some cover on it. I hope all is well with his neck, his back, and everything else. Come on back, LVE 55. Keep it alive.
No, don't go that far. Don't go that far. I think LVE.
Listen, I'll be getting so much hate. I get why he do that, man.
He's a great player. I think for
55. Come on back.
That he would be the best player on another team, possibly. That would bring out the true talent in LVE.
Leighton Vander Esch.
All right, here we go. And then he said, we got a few more, man. I promise we gonna get into these final words. I promise. It's y'all that's doing this. He said Green Bay won a toss, J Tuck. They took the ball.
That's not what I said, bro. I said at the event that we were at, the defensive players that were at the event said they wanted to be on first.
The field first,
and they got marched on.
70-some yards, man.
Where's your guitar button for that?
He said, long story short, all these players hide behind Dak, Micah the last 2 years. That's true. That's a good one, Nurse Spock. That's a good one.
Oh, he just spinning the talk today. He just spinning the talk today, ain't you?
Yeah, he is, but he right on
He's
that
spinning
one.
the talk today. He wasn't right on that last thing said about me, though.
No, he wasn't on
You
that
was
one.
wrong.
He was, but he right on that.
Hollis was wrong.
Like
I
somebody
appreciate
leaked
you.
to James
I agree
Slater.
with that.
Yeah, and see, Coach Marv said, he said, man, these players, they be hiding behind Dak and Micah. I said, man. But then when I heard them leaking to James Slater talking about Dak, I say, that's it.
Ooh.
Yep.
You see how she moonwalked on back. Oh, I didn't mean to.
I didn't hear that.
You got that email.
Damn, Dak Prescott.
Got the email from upstairs.
Yeah.
And then Chris 214 said Dez was by far the last dog we had outspoken.
And the last one. The last one.
And then he said that's an indictment on Jerry, upper management. Mike is a puppet. To a degree, that's true, bro.
Don, deal with it, man.
To a degree, it's true, bro. It is. I'm just
They
keeping
all
it real.
are. Let's keep it real. They all are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I said Dan Quinn too. This is my last one. The discipline is needed on defense. The offense is progressing. All that is needed is a good running back.
That just makes me so mad because we've known since the beginning of the season that we needed a running back. We've known that.
Because we didn't no teams feared Tony Pollard. No teams feared to run. Even though Tony was running pretty good. He did a great job this year, counting the fact that he came back from injury. But nobody feared to run.
I just got 2 more super chats. My boy said Cowboys third most penalized team in the NFC. No discipline. That's the issue, man.
Yeah.
That's the issue. And Mike McCarthy, man. See, I felt Foot's pain. I could really hear it when Foots was talking. Foots hurt. He was hurt, bro. Like, that hurt a lot of our hope. I ain't gonna even lie, bro. Cause how do you expect somebody to change when we've been saying the same thing for 3 years?
Man, I think a lot of people are capping about this Mike McCarthy thing. That's
what you mean on the discipline?
No, I'm just about this whole Mike McCarthy thing breaking the team spirit because
breaking our spirit, our hope.
How was it breaking your spirit? Because everyone was so high and flying when we got the 2 seed and they were trolling Eagles fans. Everybody was
damn,
Tuck.
That's damn.
I'm not saying you. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying I see all these Cowboys fans like we ain't gonna win another game. Like, bro, y'all was just capping.
That's true. Okay, I see what you said now. Right.
At home. We got the best offense. All this about a week ago, but now we lose. Now we gonna win
about a week ago.
You know
they say I got more supers than that. I miss some supers. Man, my bad. HTM, if you send a super, man, go ahead and tell me what you said, bro, and I'll jump on it, man. My bad, bro. If I missed them super, man, my bad, bro. I'll be trying to get to y'all money, man. It be so much going on that's up here producing.
You know the craziest thing though, J Tuck, we can just clearly see that Mike is better than Jason Garrett, right? So we are satisfied with that to a degree. And when Mike McCarthy, when he tried to do things, he learned quickly that Dallas different, right? He tried to establish the situation where it's okay, we're gonna smash watermelons, right? And then he smashed watermelons, and they said, racist, red last. Thank God Almighty.
That's true.
That's true. Non-violent. They called the man racist. He's in the man, I just want to be a team building situation. So when he tried to do different things, he gets shut out. So
that's true, bro.
And he did. Remember, Mike McCarthy kept getting fined for practicing too hard. So Mike McCarthy sat down. And he learned that you can do it in other areas and get away with it. But out here, you got 5 on the block everywhere you go. You're going to have to work at a different angle because we are so televised and visual, And also,
so that's just
Mike
crazy. McCarthy is more close to the chest, and a lot of y'all favorite media people don't get the access that they used to have anymore. So they probably trying to get the man up out the door.
Yeah. Ooh, so true.
It's all season talk now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't see it's all season talk now.
Yes, I do remember.
Boss.
Yes,
you remember.
Yep.
Hey, I don't want nobody to have jerseys, the numbers. Remember?
Right.
People like, hey, you ain't using this, or no names on the back of the jersey or
the
something
blue and
like
white
that.
scrimmage. Remember the blue and white scrimmage? They didn't even film it.
Right. Tight close-ups and quarterback wearing red jerseys. So Mike McCarthy, to a degree, he did establish some culture here. But I believe that Jerry Jones said, hey, man, this is about the bottom line. I got to put the names and numbers on the back of these jerseys. Come on, man. He's hitting my bottom line. And then I got to have a wider shot. so people can come and watch my YouTube videos.
Because we about to charge this $200 VIP Oxnard tickets per person.
$250.
My boy Spock say, big, we got beef. My Lakers gonna handle. Love you, my guy.
You ain't lying.
Your Lakers is whack, bro. You know they some jokers.
I can't stand them Lakers.
Hey.
Can't stand.
Hey, but you made a
Hold on,
great
you a Laker
analogy,
fan?
though.
Hold on, Candy, you a Laker fan too?
No,
come on, Candy.
I don't.
Are you a Lakers fan, Candy?
Are you?
Oh, Candy, we done.
Yo, yeah,
Oh,
Candy.
my God.
See, yes, indeed.
She like the Cowboys. She like the Lakers. You like the Yankees too?
Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Leave Candy alone.
Nobody.
No, I'm an
That's
Astros.
not from LA
I'm
or
an
Dallas.
Astros fan.
That's
I'm
a
an
Lakers
Astros
fan, a Dallas fan, and a Yankees fan.
And no, she like the.
I said Astros.
She's an Astro. The Astros just won. Come on, Candy.
I don't believe it.
Come on, Candy.
I don't believe it.
Come on, Candy.
I'm
Yeah.
close to Houston, but Astros is also the best team, so.
But she picked the best two, man. She picked the best two, the Cowboys and Lakers, man. Yeah, she picked the greatest two franchise of all time for your mind, Big Game James. Come on over, man. That purple and gold look good for y'all, man.
Nah,
Come
man,
on
you'll
over.
never
I think
see
so,
that
too,
purple and
bro.
gold, bro.
I think so.
Ugly.
Yeah,
That stuff is
come
so
on with
ugly, and that Faco 2020
You probably have on
championship.
purple and gold shoes right now, Big Game James.
Yeah.
Oh, you a whole lie. I like nothing about them Lakers. Nothing.
Hey, when Boss said about Phil Jackson yesterday, I said, yeah, it's my guy right there. Yeah.
All I ask.
Come on with it, man.
It's
Come on
because of
with
Big, we ain't gonna get Belichick. Like, I don't get Big on that.
Yeah, you're right.
bro.
I prayed it in,
gosh,
I prayed it in
not
air.
good.
Thank you.
You
He's
tripped
not
out
good,
on that
bro.
bad, bro. Like, how you gonna say you love defense and bro don't want Belichick? Like, what we doing?
That style is done, man. He ain't.
It's not
let's
even a
see, let-
style, bro. You know he's a savant on
let's see.
defense.
Okay, that's a fine. Be a savant. I want to see you go to a whole different organization and win. That's just like because Brady left you and went and won. Let me see you go with another team that you ain't got Robert Kraft and all this, and let me see you build and win.
Man.
If you ain't doing it, then guess what? I'm gonna put a little asterisk mark by you. I don't.
Man, Brady
care.
had everybody on that team though. Big Game.
He
James.
did, bro. That team
Man,
was
he
loaded.
had Antonio Brown. Everybody.
I got a question.
So Bill Parcells looked up that team before Brady got there.
Hold on. Question. How many times has Mike McCarthy beat Bill Belichick since he's been in Dallas?
Once, twice.
Staying on business.
But he was fighting for his life in 2021. It took us all the way to the end. Hey, but what was the stat line as far as like the status quo? Who had a better roster that day in 2021?
Dallas.
Dallas, man. We were fighting for our lives, man. Shoot, we wanted the tail end of it though. But I get it though. I get it though.
We played them this year though.
2-8 in your career.
We beat the brakes off
You
of
had
them this
one
year.
winning season. You've had 4 seasons in Cleveland. You had 1 winning season. After he left, you had 4 seasons without him. You only had 1 winning season. That's what I'm looking at. Y'all can say what all y'all want. What they say, numbers don't lie.
He took Matt Jones to the playoffs, Big Game
all
James.
the time.
In 2021, Bill Belichick went to the playoffs.
In the AFC East, which
Bills.
is
He played the
not
Bills
a
twice.
notorious- Okay, and do you really think they were 10-7?
I'm talking about.
right.
I don't know what their record was this year, but I'm talking about.
Yeah, they were like
2021.
no, I'm saying 10. Yeah, 2021 they were 10-7. You got a quarterback, Mac Jones. That was one of them things where where they say we never seen this guy before. You saw him after a whole year, and then what happened? Fell apart. The train fell off the tracks.
What did Phil Jackson do without? What did Phil Jackson do without the Bulls and the Lakers?
Trash.
Sometimes you just gotta have.
You gotta.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Sometimes your coaches are the people that can put greatness together, and that's Bill Belichick.
Once again, you know who I think is a good coach? Eric Spoelstra was his last name. He had LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. He won championships, right? And they were saying, you just winning because you got them 3 guys. They left. Did he go back to the NBA championship more than once? Yes or no?
Yeah. But for that argument,
did
though,
he have top players? Did he have top players?
Bro, could that be a straw man's argument? Because
It
what did
is.
Jimmy Johnson do with Miami? If that's the
Nothing.
case in the scenario,
Right.
He took them to the playoffs instantly when he got there.
He did, but wasn't that already a well put together team?
Man,
OJ McDuffie.
The next time you say you're a defensive guy, bro, I'm not gonna even believe it, bro. I'm just gonna be like, no, you're not, bro.
That's fine.
You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna start calling you run and shoot, or I'm gonna start calling you what's the boys on turf? What you call them boys?
And I'm
I got the biggest show on turf. That's your new name. Biggest show on turf.
And I'm gonna find a name that rhymes with Belichick that's gonna go with you. I'm gonna find a word that rhymes with Belichick, and it's gonna go with you.
All right, man. Let's give our final words, bro.
I'll give you one more, Cat Williams, though.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers. It's not like
for real, man. Because you know what, we got Mike McCarthy because of you, man.
You're Mr. Cover Guy. You're Mr. Cover Guy.
I got to cover. Who you want for our DC though, Big Game James? Mark Babel.
Mike Vrabel? Nah, I don't want him.
Babel.
I mean,
Short.
personally, I do like Joe Witt, but you know, when they brought up the Brian Flores thing, that's a guy who I kind of like too. I want somebody who is very aggressive, is going to attack, is not going to wilt, in the pressure. Because remember, Dan Quinn was over there at Atlanta, and remember, what was we calling Boss? Remember before we got Dan Quinn, what did we both say we didn't want him for?
Yeah, we said that he was a cheap seat
because he was soft.
Yep,
and he was soft.
Yep.
Did we say that before we signed? Before we brought Dan Quinn over here, me and Boss were going back and forth. We were both like, we didn't like the smell of that Dan Quinn thing when they were bringing him in because we thought he was soft. Yep. Now look at everybody.
Took a while to come out.
What did he play? Yeah, it took a while. That softness came out because remember when he came in Atlanta, it was all peaches and cream. That first 2 years, what happened right after that? Crashed and burned.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
so he has a good 2 years, and then it's done.
Law, you made a sick argument of how Dan Quinn let us down in that playoffs with that man of zones on the man.
Right. Like, why would you do that? Do what got you there, man.
Old
folks say, ride the horse you rode in on, or Luther. Even Luther says, love the one you with. You know what I'm saying?
They say they did that. They say they did that over his shoulder. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care. It was despicable and painful to watch.
Yeah, right. It just, Hey, so getting into these final words, I just want to say, man, is having a final word 2 days in a row. The only thing that can ever happen, and the only time that'll probably ever happen, is because of the Green Bay loss. So this shows you just how serious we are about trying to come up with solutions. So I can say, if I just kind of rewind this show, one of the biggest things I think we came out of this show as my final word is ways to help Mike McCarthy and ways to help Dak. I love what Rome and Jay Tuck was saying, because for those who say Dak can't get it done, okay, fine. We'll rock with you on that. So since that's what you believe, we got to then find other ways to get it done when he not in MVP mode. But I also want us to be careful not to act like our quarterback wasn't a top 2 candidate for MVP, but we also, to Tuck's point and everybody else's point, do have to build a contingency plan in case he plays flat again, plays bad again, or try to press again. We have to have another way to win outside that. Listen, I'm not gonna say Dak can't get it done. Now we got to find another way to get it done without Dak. That's what you got to do, because you gonna have to pay him. Let's not act like that's not gonna happen, and that has to happen. You have to do that, and you still gotta take him, just like we had to take Schoen. Bill Belichick was my top guy, but guess what? I have to take Mike McCarthy now. I have to, and we got to figure out a way and put ideas out there that's gonna potentially cause us to still win the championship. I'm not on the ideas of laying down. I'm not of the ideas of saying it ain't gonna never happen. Because I'm also a Dallas person, so I also know the Rangers took years before they finally got it. And so it's a part of the journey. The fandom is going to be up and down. It's down right now, but it's going to come back up. That's my final word.
I mean, to just keep it real, I ain't got no long final word. I love the positivity from Boss Cowboys. I love the positivity from Jay Tuck. I love the positivity from Law Nation, Candy, and my dog Rome. I'm not positive with y'all, okay? I'm not positive with y'all. I'm sorry. I love my team. But I don't trust y'all. I don't trust nothing y'all do. And I'm just gonna watch y'all and do my thing and talk about the team. But yeah, y'all, you know, we keep on hearing this building thing and all this and all that. Sounds all good, but unless that stuff is changing from the top, which it ain't, it's just gonna be a nasty, ugly circle again. I'm sorry, I sound bad, but I don't care. It's gonna be a nasty, ugly circle again, and don't think it's gonna change. So that's my final word.
Well.
That boy good.
I just greatly respect it. I respect it. I feel like we need it. And thank you, Big. For real. I mean that. Thank you, bro.
Raw and uncut.
See, some people want to be like, he negative now. He tired, bro. He tired of the bullshit. I appreciate that, Big. I really do, bro.
Negative. It wasn't negative.
Nah, I want to say that because my boy took some bullets, man. For real.
Yeah.
I know some people used to say, man, I don't like Big. I don't like Big. Now y'all big. Ain't that something? Now y'all big. The people that ain't like Big, now you big. Ain't that something?
It's an evil world we live in.
So I still stand with you, bro, all day long. And keep the pressure up, bro. It don't make me uncomfortable at all. I never get mad at it at all. And stay you, bro. And I love how you just refuse to change, bro. I actually love you for that. I just want to say that and add another final word to your final word.
That was beautiful. Oh, it's my turn. You know, I'm a big optimist.
Yeah.
But this last game, it hit me where it hurt the most.
Wow.
I'm going to keep being a Dallas Cowboys fan. I'm going to keep hoping that they do well, but I can't keep repeating the cycle of saying, oh, we're going to the Super Bowl, especially this year. I thought we had the best chance. And when it came down to it, we were let down.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
And it's always, Big Game James earlier said, you know, basically it's always a trail of excuses. So when are the excuses going to stop? When we do have all of the weapons, or when we do have the weapons and then the backup weapons, and we still don't produce, what do you do? How optimistic can you be when you're in that situation, when your team is in the best situation possible to go to the Super Bowl, and then we get in a playoff game and play the way we did? I just don't know where you go from there to put the team in a great position. Earlier, Big Game James also said, you know, does everything have to be perfect for us to win with Dak? It doesn't have to be perfect, but I feel like we were in a situation where it could have been dang near perfect, and we still didn't produce the results that we should have produced. So I don't know what the recipe for success is in Dallas, but I hope for the sake of the franchise and the sake of not hearing every time I say I'm a Cowboys fan, when's the last time y'all went to the Super Bowl, that the Cowboys get it together this upcoming season. And that's my final word.
And before you go, Tuck, I got to say one more thing. Just one more thing, bro. I got to say this because it just hit me. We also, as fans, got to stop ignoring the obvious stuff. I mean that, bro. Stop waiting till the politics hit us in our face to get mad. We need to be mad when we see Armstrong playing over Fowler. See, don't be quiet then, bro. See, that ain't the time to be quiet. We quiet about politics as it's happening, and then we get loud after it slap us in the face.
Yeah.
So we got to do better too at calling out the bull crap that we see in terms of the culture and the politics. It should be way more of us talking about the bastards versus sons, which is the our guys philosophy. Like, what kind of organization literally says our guys? Like, isn't everybody your guys? I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, man. And I'll say this, man. When I first started this whole content thing about 4 years ago, I didn't know how to carve my voice out. And Big Game James, I spoke to him on the phone, and he was like, Tuck, just be you, speak your truth, and call it like you see it. So for a lot of people who can't stand me, that man over there is the reason why, because he told me to call it like I see it and to always voice my opinion and voice my truth, whether people agree with me or not. You know what I'm saying? So I see things,
yes, sir,
and I call it how I see it, and I don't back down, because at the end of the day, I know I've done the research. I know these men and women on this show and other shows have done the research, so I respect their opinion. And, you know, I felt like the passion that a lot of Cowboys fans saw me when I was walking out that building wasn't that we lost. I sat in that building until it was fourth quarter. I sat to 0. I sat and watched them walk off the field. It wasn't because we lost. My emotion came from is because I was trying to send out warning signals, and the fan base that I love the most, that I sacrificed for, that I'm doing a 3-hour show for right now after we got embarrassed in the wild card round, was calling like us crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Calling us crazy. Clickbaiters. I was called Skip Bayless, wrote articles about me, all sorts of stuff, when all I was trying to do is look out for the best interest of the team that I live, eat, sleep, and breathe. So Cowboys Nation, now where we at? You know, as Thanos says, you know, back to me. Now everybody wants my draft insight. Everybody wants a book from Boss Cowboy, and everybody, you know what I'm saying? So what I want to say is, man, respect the effort in our community. We have one of the best communities out there. If Law says something or sees something, he's not just putting out content just for the hell of it.
Nope.
He sees something. Listen to that man. You know what I'm saying? Same with Boss, same with Candy, same with Big, same with Rome, DMV, the list goes on and on, Sky Vaj, you know what I'm saying? And all I was trying to say, y'all, is the road is slippery. Watch out. You know what I'm saying? But everyone wanted to still drive 100 miles per hour, and they slipped and flipped their truck on the side of the road, and now look at us. And so, you know, I just want to say, Cowboys Nation, I know you're emotional right now. It hurts. It sucks. I still ain't even probably healed fully, you know, but at the end of the day, we got to get back to life, got to get back to reality, roll back our sleeves, starting this draft content. I'm starting my Draft Wizards University on Monday, where I'm going to teach y'all how to scout for your damn selves, show y'all all my recipes, everything, you know, see how to watch film and everything. So pull up, and we're going to get back to business and hopefully find a way to fix this thing. But like we've been saying on the show, it starts with the culture up top. How are we going to fix it? The only way that we can fix it is continue to lift our voice. And that's my final word.
Love it.
It's great, man.
You could not live with your own failure.
No doubt. And speaking of that, you know, Thanos actually won. You know, it took a multitude of people to pull and beat down Thanos in that particular movie. And I would say this too, the Cowboys got to understand that they are the villains. They are the Thanoses. They are the evil ones that the 4-letter, the 3-letter network is going to pick at. They're going to talk about us all this week and not even talk about the playoff games that's actually happening. So to your point there, when we talk about the kids that's playing in the street and we yelling, me, Boss, Big Game, James, Candy, J Tuck saying, hey, car's coming. And they telling us like, nah. And that's what we do. We yell.
Middle linebacker.
Middle linebacker. Yeah, we need that. Hey, Tony Pollard, he's good, but let's pair him up with someone. And then they argue with us and still say, let the kids play, but cars are coming.
Right.
And that's what we do. We don't talk just to be talking. We talking to help this team. I'm quite sure that if Brad Johnson can win the Super Bowl, Dak Prescott can. If Trent Difford can win the Super Bowl, Dak Prescott can. If Eli, if he can win the Super Bowl, of course, Dak Prescott can. But you got to understand what those teams had. They had good defense, and they had good run game. I think the world of Dak Prescott, I think that he can lead a troop. I think that, yes, what Cam Newton said was variations of the truth. Sometimes you just got to add pieces around. Cam Newton would have never made it to the Super Bowl in 2015 if he didn't have that good defense and those two running backs there, Jonathan Stewart, and I forgot the other kid name. So we got to understand that if we got this kind of caliber of team, then let's continue to do that. Nothing wrong with Tony Pollard being Luigi, Nightwing, Robin. Nothing wrong with him being that. But if you're going to bring him back again for next season,
you better for damn sure bring in a good run game, and you got to stop playing 6 DBs on defense too. So whatever we do on defense, we got to get us a look, J Tuck. I'm gonna be talking to you strongly about these linebackers. I want me a good cornbread-fed linebacker that grew up brushing his teeth with a Ray Lewis toothbrush and everything. I'm talking about a linebacker. That's all he want to do is hit stuff, hook to flat, and that's all he want to do. We need to find that man and put him on this team. And if Parsons gonna be podcast Parsons because he ain't gonna stop it, hey, and he want to play on the edge and beyond and stay there, then let him stay there. Let him stay there. Just go ahead and move on and find a true linebacker that's gonna be put in the middle of the field, and everything else will work out with this defense. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours.
Man, I appreciate that final word. And then we got one more final word from the OC. He said,
The
OC.
There's no emotions, no friends, no loyalty.
Straight
business. The OC done snuck up in here and got a final word.
Put
Look at
hashtag
that.
straight business in the chat.
The OC done snuck up in here and got him a final word. He said, not without the elite pieces around Dak, you don't win. Period. Cold-blooded OC.
And there's no shade at Dak.
No shade.
No shade.
It's just trying to win, Law. It's just trying to win.
Trying to win, man.
Yeah, it's just, listen, for all of y'all saying he can't do it, okay, cool. Well, what's the formula? What the OC say? Put them pieces around him.
He can Tom Brady got 3. He got 3 Super Bowls with Adam Vinatieri, whatever the kicker name.
Yeah.
And Law,
not depending on one man. That's your fault.
And Law Edrin Cooper out of Texas A&M.
Ooh.
I'm gonna look him up.
That boy said OC. My boy say light skin crazy OC. I like it.
Hoodie OC.
Hoodie OC.
Look at him up, man. Hey, low key, Ivan Pace, man. My guy was right on the linebackers, man.
Oh yeah, man. Tuck me on it.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all want to do linebacker talk this draft season? Let's get it. That's hey.
You go to a guy. I wish OC was here. I'll talk to him about JC Latham. He's gonna be really good.
Yeah, it's that time, bro. We finna start all of that. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all what. I'm gonna be black. So I'll see y'all when I come back from the mountaintop like Moses.
Nope.